right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Man, when I tell you, it has been a lot going on. When y'all come on in the room, make sure y'all come on with the hashtag here. When y'all come on in the room, put here that you hear me. Come on in here. Welcome. We're here yet for another episode of the Wiley Show. I'm just super excited to be in here. A lot that we have to discuss that has been going on all over the social media streets. I mean, we have been covering everything. I mean, all over the YouTube streets. And for that, I do want to say thank you. I mean, so many people, so many phone calls. I mean, so much drama. I had about 15 videos on my browser just going back and forth, just watching it all over. And I got my Team Wiley shirt. Make sure y'all go to Teespring where y'all can see it. Okay, y'all see the Team Wiley? Ooh, I love it. Make sure y'all go on the site. So I was like in the gym, working out, and we had a beautiful 5-hour broadcast. People say, when do you sleep? Well, first of all, when I was on vacation, my day starts where I will go to the gym, sleep 8 hours, and then I will go live. And then I will update the website. You know what I'm saying? I will update the website. So that's pretty much what I do. Update the website. Then I will go or do now do the gym afterwards. But I make sure I sleep for 8 hours is what I'm trying to say. And because I was on vacation, I was able to take naps, and that really, really helped. So we had made sure that we produce as much content as possible, so we keep in the mode. And we've been in the gym, just like we went in the gym today, having a beautiful time. Now, I see a lot of people saying, you're in the gym, you're doing great work. I said, yes, I've been in the gym. I love working out. I feel like working out is amazing. It's a stress reliever. I mean, I sleep better. It was a while that I struggled with sleep, but now I'm good. Listening to music, meeting people, getting these muscles stretch, feeling healthy, and I love it. I really, really love it. This is my year. My motto of this year is I can, I will, it's done. All right. That is my motto. I'm living by it. All right. And even when I missed yesterday episode in the gym, I made sure I did double today. So I'm just excited. And my phone has been ringing off the hook because it was so much content for waterthetroll.com. I believe this was the most posts to date for this year. The most posts. I think we did about 6 posts today. I didn't lose count. But we got to get into the website, and I'm going to share some things that we post on there today and really talk about it, because we have a lot to discuss here. Chloe, Hallie, Princess Well, Usher, Tesla, Lovely T, Armon, Wiggins, Krishan Rock, Zeus, Tasha K, Funky Dineva. I mean, Fox. So it's just so much. It's so much. Okay. So we're going to take our time here and we're going to talk about it. I mean, we're going to take our time and we're going to just dive into it. And I just thank you all so very much. Okay. So where are we going to go at first? So the Princess of Wales, and I got this news and we posted on the website, and y'all know Kate, she had some type of surgery. And of course, she celebrated her 42nd birthday earlier this month. And she was recuperating from abdominal surgery, and everybody was talking about it in the UK. I'm getting information, and she have to at least expected to spend the next 10 to 14 days in the hospital before heading home for her recovery. The official statement said Princess Kate is unlikely to resume public duties until after Easter, based on current medical advice, expressing gratitude for the public interest. She emphasized the importance of maintaining normalcy for her children and the privacy of her medical information. So we will get more information about that as it come. This country is obsessed of the royal family, and I'm obsessed about it too. So anytime she get a cold or flu, media just go crazy. And I'm like, I got the story sent to me. And these were black folks. Most of my readers on WileyShow.com is black readers. And they said, did you hear about Kay? Do you know what's going on? I'm like, what? Because my favorite, she gone. Queen Elizabeth was my girl, But so we just post about it. And I feel like, when you are part of the royal family, it's a complex, and it's about wealth. It's about you white, you on the top, you controlling black nations. That's pretty much the power of the royal family. Like, they dominate countries, and they took out country. The royal family used to control America. They had a lot. They had their, we was control. I think we belonged to the UK at one point. We did belong over there. We was a part of it, but until we decided to have our own. And I know a lot of people say, oh, they're your oppressor, but I just like the idea of a king and a queen and stuff like that. I just like that idea. Because I know a lot of people say, well, black folks, they had a king. Yes, we did, but a lot of it wasn't as publicized like Queen Elizabeth and George and Harry and all of that. Our king and queens, that you got to go back to like before slavery, or when people was enslaved, and it wasn't no iPhones, it wasn't no media. Like, you really have to read it in the book. But this royal family, you could see in crystal HD. You couldn't see our kings and queens in Africa in crystal HD because it did not exist. You understand what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people say, yeah, you're talking about your oppressor, but yet you want Trump back in office. That's not an oppressor, because you want another $1,400 check. But so I'm saying I like the royal family, and it's a problem. I actually cried and teared up when Queen Elizabeth passed. I really did, Paul. You was like, you're really crying. I really felt like I lost my grandmother. I felt like I lost just a patient. I felt like I lost someone, And when and I was hurt that I couldn't get to, the United Kingdom to really that and grieve for the queen, your majesty, and I couldn't get there and grieve. I couldn't get there and sit with the family. I don't know if they would have welcomed me there, but I couldn't get there to be there with the family. And I was upset I couldn't be there with King Charles and embrace him and hug him and just say, keep your head up. You're now the king. You wanted this for your entire life. You really, really wanted this. And I'm just something, and I couldn't get there. I used to have dreams about Queen Elizabeth. And so, but it's a lot that King Charles is going through in his health. A lot of people don't know King Charles III. According to US Today, he went under some treatment for an enlarged prostate. And the palace said Wednesday, coming about the news about Princess Kate's recent hospitalization. So it's a lot that the royal family is going through, and I'm definitely praying for them. And it was a quote, I believe, from the king in common with thousands of men each year. The king have sought treatment. Oh, this is from the palace for an enlarged prostate. Buckingham Palace said in a Wednesday statement, His Majesty condition is he will attend hospital next week he's going to have a procedure, but they have great health care. And I feel like when I have conversations about the royal family, it's unfortunately you have a little pushback for my listeners, but that's my interest. Just like your interest is watching Kim Kardashian and them. I love the royal family. I've always wanted to go to the UK and talk to the royal family. I love them, even though I know my ancestors was, and they wasn't their equal. But I love the royal family. That's not going to change my love. My love Trump, hate. It doesn't do right for me to hate to meet someone else hate, right? And that's one thing I can say about Coretta Scott King. She said hate is not good. It's good to love. And I love the royal family. And I feel like they are now learning their mistakes by, allowing other countries to have their independence, and they're not trying to fight back by force and overthrow that. They're just allowing it. And so, I think Princess Kate, I feel like she's amazing. She knew how to play her cards right. She wasn't weak. She didn't leave the royal family. She didn't get in her husband's head to leave like Prince Harry, wife did, Meghan. But I love her because she stood on business. She stood for her husband, and she's standing up for the people in the United Kingdom and those that are under British rule. I think this is an honor, and I want her to be well. And I pray that she live a long life because she is our future queen. Well, the people over there, future queen, until I move to the UK. She would be my future queen, right? And I want her to win. I want her to be successful. And so I think it's just amazing. And, when I cried about Queen Elizabeth, many people on YouTube said some very nasty things. They said that I was a C word, that I was Uncle this, Uncle that, Uncle Tom. And I'm like, why? I can't weep that I grew up. All I knew was Queen Elizabeth, all I knew. And here I am getting dragged on the internet because I love the Queen. I was cussed out and dragged and all type of things, but it's okay because at the end of the day, I still love the Queen, and may she rest in peace. And she will go down in history as the longest reigning ever to hold the throne. She was the longest to ever hold the throne. I don't think King Charles III will beat her record. I mean, he's already up in age, but long live the king, right? So I do want to go to the UK. I feel like I really want to go to the UK and meet the people, eat fish and chips, and just vibe. I always wanted to host a show outside of the Buckingham Palace. I've always wanted to do that. I always want to get in a train. I always want to interview some beautiful people in the UK about their stories. I've always wanted to do that. So I'm going to really talk to some of my UK followers and to see if they can, you know what I'm saying, tell me where I should be, what area, because I would love to just meet the king. I would love to interview the Princess of Wales. I would love to, interview that family on my show. I feel like that would be a great on my resume. And why not? I know so many people, they think they want to interview Nikki, they want to interview Cardi. No, give me the royal family any day, because that's something that will live on for my legacy for generations to come. That they will literally sit and study like this was a beautiful, intelligent American that interviewed the royal family, and he asked some very profound questions. And so that's something that I really want to do. And I love it. I have so many great questions that I want to ask the royal family. And I'm not going to say it right now because we do have people in the bushes that did. And I will never forget when Jason Lee put out that lie, and when he said the Queen have went on to glory and that have not happened. I reached out to Jason. I was hurt. I was a little shaken that in America, for a media outlet to have this much power to go on the internet and to lie and to say that the Queen have passed when that didn't happen. And Jason Lee had the perfect opportunity to clean it up, and he didn't. And I was so hurt by that because I really felt like we can't be going around producing fake news, especially about the Queen. The Queen lived a very long life, and she wasn't even gone yet. And Jason Lee put out this profound lie. And I didn't like that. I didn't care for that. And I told some people, our mutual associates, and I told them how I felt, and I was really upset about that. And I stopped going on his platform and reading his material. And I did drag him. I did drag his team. And so I just moved on because I feel like we should continue to support with truth, right? And this is why I stand on my motto on waterthetroll.com. I stand on telling the truth. And when I tell my staff, it's not a lot, it's just one person, right? But that's still technically a staff, intern, unpaid intern. But I tell them, like, make sure you post truth. because we don't want to be known as fake news. And if we get the story wrong and we got to clean it up, we'll put it out and say we got it wrong. But in my close on this particular segment, the Princess of Wales, I'm praying for you that God heal you in your body, that you continue to go forward because you have a long life to live. Little Black girls and boys are looking up to you, that it could be possible that they could become royalty in their respectful places and countries and in the colony. They can really look up to you and say, hey, I can really be the new or the next Princess of Wales one day in their own village or their own continent or country or what all over the islands. And so I personally feel like that should be. And I know a lot of people in the chat and they probably have a lot of stuff to say about me, but I'm going to support royalty, right? And I love the royal family, and I feel like the royal family is just amazing. And I get kind of warmed and tingly inside just seeing this beautiful woman on my screen here. I really would like the Princess of Wales on my wall, Paul. I don't have her picture on my wall, like her portrait on my wall. I know I have Malcolm X, I have Dr. King, but I really need some royalty. You know, that's Black royalty, right? But I really want her because, you know, I'm always in here. And, you know, that little space up on my bedroom door, I really want her portrait just looking at me. I really want her looking at me. You know what I mean? I just want to see royalty because they said, you know, put it on your vision board, who you want to interview. I really want her right there. And then like next to my washer and dryer, I really want King Charles because just like royalty, right? So when I'm washing the clothes, I'm in royalty, right? And so around royalty, that energy. So I'm really gonna do that. I'm gonna post that on the wall and stuff like that, and really, really, really have that in my household. When I have company over, they're in royalty, right? In the presence of royalty. So I really, really love it. And I know a lot of people, they got a whole lot of stuff to say, but that's my idea. And last time I checked, she is the Princess of Wales. And a lot of people upset because they're not royalty. And so I really like it. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm talking about it and it's going to be great. And I know a lot of people in the chat. I got a lot of people on my Twitter is really showing me love in the UK. And they said, Wiley, thank you. We welcome you in the Royal Palace. I think somebody is sending me some of their press office to try to get me full access with the family. And I hope this person can come through, because I think they work at the palace, like they work at the palace. So I'm not going to get into details about that, but I really hope they can come through, because that's like a gift for me. I've always wanted to bring the Wiley Show to the UK. I've always wanted to go to the UK because I really believe that's the land of milk and honey, right? Literally the land of milk and honey. And if I could afford to be a citizen in the UK, I would, because I feel like, why not be there? I mean, the streets are cleaner, it's safer, it's way safer than the United States of America. Less trash, less air pollution. That air pollution toxic. It's not a lot of drama like that. Everybody is just royalty, and so even their underserved community is just like still a vibe over there. Like their hood, if it's considered a hood. I don't think it's a hood. I don't think it's a hood, but I don't know if they call it an urban area or not, but it's just a culture over there. And then when I look at the people that comes over here from the UK and they be the British actors, they just dominate. They just dominate Hollywood because they're just the best. And so I saw a lot of people in it. And I know I'm getting emails right now, but it's just a really, really a lot. They don't have a lot of the pow. The heavy crime rate is very low compared to the US. And so I'm really gonna look at it. Look at y'all. What are y'all saying in the chat? Okay. What is y'all saying in the chat? Is that my girl in the chat? Did she come up out the bushes? Dover Queen in the chat today. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. Let me go to my other topic here. Woo! I know every time I talk about royalty, y'all get y'all feelings. Y'all get y'all feelings, but y'all are royalty too. My listeners, y'all are royalty. Y'all are beautiful. And if you are a Black woman, you are royalty. Because when I was in Dover Queen presence, that's royalty. Even though I was afraid of her cat, but still royalty. Smelled good, beautiful, intelligent. Even though Dover Queen was was trolling me playing that Nicki Minaj mixtape, but still she's royalty, right? Single, beautiful. I mean, that could have just been my wife. We could have just literally a little side check. Cause this is the Wiley Show. I rarely see Dover Queen, and she met me in person. So we really could just got married. Honestly, we could have just gotten married and just been done with it. Say, you know what? Let us get married, okay? But just beautiful, just a beautiful queen. And I love her. And so she know who I am, and she trolled me. So I know if I go meet her again, she gonna be playing all the African kings and queens and all of that. All because she trolled me when I was dissing Nicki Minaj, when I said Nicki Minaj should get, retire. Soon as I go and she drive me around Atlanta, she just kept playing Nicki Minaj mixtape over and over and over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why is we keep playing this mixtape? But I don't want to be disrespectful because as a passenger and when a queen is driving, you as the passenger, as the man, I just sat back and I just chill and I just watch, I just watched my future wife just drive around and just play Nicki. I just took it, even though I disagree, hearing Nicki Minaj, but seeing her beauty is just, it's all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can deal with old Nick. And then next thing you know, I start bopping my head. Bop, 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 bop. I just start bopping my head to Nicki Minaj. I said, forget about it. I just start bopping my head because if you see Dover Queen beautiful and look just as I've never went with a beautiful woman to an event before. And that's something I will always cherish for the rest of my life. But let's move on. Okay. So we got a lot to talk about. You see how I can talk to the crowd? All right. Now I got my notes here, child. Hold on. Let me scratch the list. I got my notes here. All right. So another thing we posted on wileythetroll.com, you guys, and I want you all to go to the website. Go to the website. Make sure you go. So Usher, y'all know who Usher is. He was on Vogue magazine. And I was a little triggered because you know why I was triggered? Because I'm like, who is that white lady on the cover with him? Who is that white lady on the cover with him? Why can't Usher be on the cover of Vogue by himself? I was so over it. I'm like, why do Usher, a icon in this world, why do he have to share the cover with a white woman and some kids? I didn't understand that. I feel like, and then, you know what I'm saying? I got it right on the website. So she's a strategic thinker. And she was telling me on the phone, well, Wiley, Vogue magazine, most of their readers are like middle-aged white women and white people. And so it makes it strategically just to put a white face on there. Cause I'm like, okay, girl. But I just felt like he should have just been in the middle and the white one could have been in the back. Like they put the kids with the football uniform and a white one. Like I just didn't understand that. I respectfully disagree. And I emailed Vogue magazine and I'm like, why y'all just couldn't put Usher on the cover alone? This is Usher. This man has been number one since the 90s. This is a king in this business. He literally took. Now we don't have, the original King of Pop, he passed on, but who got the baton? It's Usher. He didn't go knocking somebody across the washer machine and dryer like Rihanna. That's why Chris Brown is debunked from this. He literally is an iconic man. He performed in multiple movies. My favorite movie from Usher is In the Mix. I love it. So I'm just upset that this man is not on the cover of Vogue magazine alone. So when I post it on the website, I like to be pro-black when I'm on the website. So, but my writer, she's not that pro-black. So I said, okay, I'm going to follow your lead because I really want to go up in there. Vogue magazine don't like black people. Because because I'm like, you can't tell me that you love Black culture, but Black culture got to share a space, a front cover with a white woman. I feel like that was a disservice to Vogue. I feel like that was a disservice. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I feel like, this is why we must support our own magazine companies. And we didn't. And also, too, a lot of us, a lot of us did, but the ad companies, the ad agencies didn't treat Jet and Ebony fair. They froze them out of the ad dollars. And they would still be out if they wasn't frozen out of the ad dollars, right? So we do support, but you need money by the advertisers too to really expand and thrive like Vogue. They weren't getting the type of Vogue ads like, they weren't getting it. So I just upset about it. I can't wait to see Usher perform at the Super Bowl. I will be live broadcasting my review of the halftime show. I will do a play-by-play of it. I will be bringing a person that's into sports that will be on the Wiley Show, that will give his idea, a Wiley Show sports commentator. He would just be going all in. He's just a huge fan of sports. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm more so like the entertainment guy. Let me talk about Usher performance, blah, 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 blah. He's more like who got many tackles, the defensive line, the offensive line. So he's more so on that. But I'm more so on the halftime. But shout out to Usher. I was upset about the Vogue magazine thing. Kind of still upset. I may drag them tomorrow, but make sure you go to the website because I felt like it was upset. But he's an intelligent, beautiful man. And shout out to my sports commentator guy. He's very intelligent, beautiful, and I think the ladies going to love him. The ladies going to love him because he's very intelligent. So, Usher, now, okay, Usher, you got to bring Brandy to perform with you, right? I've already reached out to your team. I reached out to Brandy team. You got to bring Brandy out to perform with you. It got to be an homage to the 90s. Like, you gotta at least give Brandy and the NFL need to let Brandy, sing the national anthem. You got what about things? Hey, it was a club. Okay, the boy is fine. Okay, all right, you can bring Brandy up in there. Hey. So I'm already in the DMs and stuff like that. One thing about me, because these people, they really think that, oh yeah, I know Ebony still exists and I support them as well. Everybody just think I just talk about YouTubers. No, I love me some Brandy. I call this the Brandy internet. She's iconic. There would be no Beyonce if it wasn't for Brandy. So she need her moment. And so I've reached out to some people. I said, is y'all going to bring Brandy? She will be a great surprise guest. It reminded me when they brought out Missy Elliott. That was such a surprise. So why can't Brandy get that moment? She sold millions of records. She have a Grammy. It's just iconic. And I feel like Brandy that would just be a shocker. And it would be good for it. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. It would be fire. I believe so. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, hey, Usher. Usher's a beautiful man. Even though when people say that Usher had the bumps, I didn't believe that. Many people accuse people of having the bumps. But when I look at the stats of like H, all the H stuff, the stats is really high. And they say you can contract it even if a person is not having an outbreak and something because it can lay dormant. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? So, and people can have outbreak and not even know it. So I don't know if he had, because that was a rumor and I didn't believe it because they said it was a big old woman that he gave it to. And I don't believe that. But it could be because you don't know what I said. It could be meaning that you don't know until you get tested. And then we may never know because we don't have proof of what is in his blood or what is in his medical records. But I'm not going to say 100% that he does have it. That was like one of the rumors that he have it. And then also, you already know Keke Palmer mother said Usher is he loved man. Now, I do believe that, and that's fine. So what? That's like, I can't wait in the next 20 years. That's gonna be like buying a new pair of pants. Like, if he like man, that's great. I think that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of just being with women only. Sometimes you need that manly presence. You know what I mean? It ain't like he just like man only. He got kids. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you want a male type of energy. Just like it's like women. Sometimes you want a little tuna. Yeah, you like the beef and you like the sausage, but sometimes you like a little tuna sandwich. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You like a little yicky, 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 yicky. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You like a little yoni on the side. And women do it, and they just be kissing, messing around, eating and something like that. And then when a man want to do it, it's a proud. You so crazy. But they can go ahead on and slurp it up, sob it up. But it's a problem when a dude want to get a little sausage on the side. Come on now. Stop playing with me. And can't no woman eat you out like another woman. And can't no man swallow you up like another man. It's just proof of it. I've talked to so many women that's into that lifestyle. They said the woman I like is one particular woman said she liked to get, fellatio by another woman versus her man. She said a woman does it better. I'm not lying. That's why I tell people don't try that. This is like almost trying a pipe. You ain't gonna want to put that pipe down. You better ask funky that either. So, I'm just saying. I'm just really, really saying I like a little tuna every blue moon. Yeah, so it's never know. I mean, just be honest. Ain't nothing wrong with a little tuna, a little sauce on the side. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, Usher, I can't wait to see you perform at the Super Bowl. I'm going to be right there listening on the television because I can't afford because I ain't got it to come in and see it, okay, because I ain't got it. Now, let's talk about the Tesla car. Them cars that run by electricity. So in Chicago, you guys, they have been dealing with all these complaints. So Chicago has been dealing with below zero weather. So it's been a problem with the electric cars because it ain't charging. The charging stations don't work. So it was this black woman, and Fox, why you always gotta get a black woman? She said, I'm here and I'm trying to charge up my car in Evergreen Park and it's not working. That's just a sign for me never to get no car for no charging, to charge up no car. Because most of the people that had to go to the charging station, they don't have houses. They have apartments. And because the technology is not that advanced where you can have a charging station on every corner of America, we're not that advanced. And that's why voting matters. So they can put more charging stations in this country. That's why voting matters. That's why the infrastructure bill matters. That's a part of infrastructure so they can have as many charging stations as possible. But if Republicans get it, they're going to invest less into that and more into the oil or drill, baby, drill. So, but in Chicago, they don't have as many of those charging stations, especially not on the south and west side. Now, if you live on a luxury building in a garage, then maybe, right? But these people that was complaining about it have regular two-flat, a multifamily unit with no charging station. So it's difficult for them. But I just feel like I wouldn't want it. Not in the beta phase, not in the beginning phase. No. Baby, you ain't going to see me getting no car to charge up until like 20 years, until I'm turning like almost 50 years old. Once the technology, once it's about 1 billion charging stations where it's just common. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is like the beginning stages of a cell phone when cell phones wasn't really that reliable and people still had to use the payphone because it was too expensive and it wasn't that reliable. So this is like the beginning stages of a new technology that it's going to be a while before it's new, like before it's not that new where it's just, okay, this is the new thing. Just like the cell phones. It was a time where it was very reliable to do the payphone versus the cell phone because the cell phone wasn't that reliable. So we shall see. They said the batteries alone on these things are tens of thousands of dollars. So yeah, when I saw it on the news, I'm like, oh my gosh, the guy got to push it. And I heard that tow truck companies charge more for the Tesla. So it's a lot. It's a lot that goes with that. And then, it's a lot to get the battery replaced. It's just a lot. Every mechanic can't, um every mechanic can't fix on them cars. So it's only a certain type of mechanic that can do that qualified to fix it. So it's a lot. And that's why I said, I don't want that. Catch me in the gasoline with my drop top, cruising the streets. But you won't be seeing me in no charger. I'm gonna just be charging them the phone. Especially in the freezing cold. When you freeze it, baby, you want to be able to maneuver around. You don't want it like them people was freezing. Then you have to wait for the tow truck. And then it was only one tow truck. So they had to do one at a time. So I saw this story. I said, no, baby, not me. Oh, not me. I'm not doing that. You ain't gonna catch me driving it. Not now, unless somebody give it to me for free. You give it to me for free, then I would do it. You let me get that for free, and I'll do it. I mean, you let me get it for free, I'll drive it, not do it. But let me get my head out the gutter. Okay, so let's go to another topic here that I want to just dive into, and I see this down my timeline, and I'm going to share my screen here, and to show you all this, I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to talk about Chloe and Halle, right? So we put this on the website today, and give me a second here. This is Chloe and Halle, and Chloe shared a video of her, dancing pregnant. Chloe shared a video of Halle dancing pregnant. So we posted on the website, and I was like, this is good. So they really planned this. I'm happy for it because, Chloe haven't really been, relevant in the last 6-7 months. Her album flopped. She wasn't the new Beyonce. She didn't sell millions of records. She didn't win a Grammy. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't on a high budget movie. They really thought that she was this generation Beyonce. She had a moment when she was dancing, but it just flopped. The album just flopped. But her sister career has just been thriving. I mean, she got the Disney check. She was on Color Purple, etc. But now, I believe now she want to show up. It's very strategic. They want to control the narrative. They want to control about her being pregnant. They want to control the narrative. And I'm excited. But I also feel as though that in this particular relationship, I feel like it's a tool to keep Halle relevant in the streets, and it's a tool to keep Chloe relevant as the aunt. So, and this whole thing with DDG, a lot of people can't stand him because they feel like he's a low budget man, a low value man. But I feel like he love her, and I feel like she love him. I feel like we look at a person public persona, and then we 1000% be like, oh well, not really that cool. I'm over it. Like we look at that public persona like, for what? That's his public persona. This guy probably a gentleman. He probably bring her strawberries in bed. He probably good in bed. He probably a good provider. He probably pray for her. He probably a gentleman. But the public don't like to promote men that are gentlemen. They like to promote, in the society, like to promote ghetto men, ruthless men, thugs. That our society don't promote black doctors and black lawyers and black accountants, black dentists as black men. We only promote in the blogs negativity because the positive stories don't get the traction like the negative stories. It just don't. So when DDG is and all that is the problem. They said, Wiley, that man made Ruby Rose OnlyFans account. He's not a good guy. It's nothing wrong. Well, having an OnlyFans account is a great thing because you're letting Ruby accumulate an income. It's nothing wrong having an OnlyFans. It's nothing wrong. I feel like it's safer than when T.S. Madison had to be on the street, physically be on the street, and had to sell her show. So I feel like it's safer to be on your computer at home than versus when T.S. Madison and them had to come up, and Anaya, they had to come up on the streets. Or when B. Scott, they had to come up on the streets. So it's nice when Black women, a lot of them have to come up, it was a different type of era that's like sell yourself. So now you can really get in your bag and you could just do it. Back in the day, in order to do that, you had to become a whole stripper. You had to go to the strip club. It's a possibility of you getting robbed, possibility of you getting R-word, possibility of you getting SA. Now you can give me my whole Mercedes experience live on your OnlyFans. And I've been on plenty of women OnlyFans. It's nice. I've been in plenty private FaceTime with women on OnlyFans. And I feel like it was a great vibe. It was one beautiful, thick. It was a great vibe. And we had a good time on OnlyFans on the FaceTime. So I feel like it's an awesome thing. I don't see what's the shame. Why are we shaming people when they want to use their bodies and make a coin? Then that was the feminine movement about, for women to have equal, to be able to do what they want to do with their bodies. It's just safe. It's the safest way. And you can make a subscription-based model. Back in the day, you had to hit the street hoping that somebody pulled up and come want to look at you. But now you can literally be up on there and just make a beautiful coin. And I love my Black women. I love them. They are amazing. And it's so real. I like the OnlyFans. I love it. I mean, I ain't going to promote the women that I watch because I don't want to make this a part of my content, but I love them and they're dope. I had almost put the lady business out, but I knew somebody personally. We grew up together, and I just found they OnlyFans. I'm like, is this such and such from the block? And it was her. She remembered me and everything, and we did a private FaceTime. It was amazing. I always wanted to see her like that, but I had to pay on OnlyFans. But it's okay. I don't see an issue with it. I feel like it's a great vibe, and I love looking at. I believe the woman body is a work of art, and if they want to put it on display for a coin, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind investing in that. It absolutely, it's a form of entertainment. It's a form of pleasure. It's a form of freedom. So I don't see issue with him. So of DDG doing it for his ex, I don't see issue for that. A lot of the women that we look up to now, Erica Banks, she's on OnlyFans. So what's the issue? But when it comes back to Chloe and Halle and all of them, I feel like they're just doing it and using the baby for content. I've seen it happen when the whole thing with Blueface and Krishan using the baby for content. So I just feel it, it's another form of work. It's another form of entertainment. One sister told me on OnlyFans that is her stage, and her sole job is to offer a fantasy for the world. And I feel like it's great. It's no different than a stand-up comedian. It's no different than an actor and an actress. I mean, how many people have those love scenes and made, you know what I'm saying, millions of people going to the big box office to go watch it, these blockbuster films. So why can't the average woman, have a love scene on her website? What's the problem? If these are consenting adults, what is the issue of them to be able to go and to just have an OnlyFans? It's amazing. And then, it's amazing. I don't see a problem with that. I really don't see a problem with that. It was one particular woman. All she did, she was producing content. She would talk about the news, but she didn't have on no clothes. And I felt it was a kiki. And then sometimes, like, if we'd be in a live stream, Like sometimes she'll do like a live stream, and if everybody do that, she'd do some other stuff. But it was nice. I've been in those type of things. I feel like it's a form of entertainment. I haven't done it lately because money is funny. But back in the day when I used to work a full-time job, child, they used to be a part of the budget. I ain't gonna lie to you. They used to be a part of the budget. And then she had it wasn't a it was yeah, I'm not gonna get into all my business, but it's just I don't see a problem with it. I just feel like women shame other women for making a bag. Men don't do that. Men be like, get your money, go get on it, get your money. So women do it, and it's a lot of beautiful women on there. And then some don't even do that. They do art, they sing, they post exclusive model photos. So it's all what you want to have. Everybody is not doing that, but that's like the most popular thing that goes viral. I was following at one point when I was working a full-time job. I was following Bernie Mac, the woman from the Bernie Mac show. She have an OnlyFans. She played the character Nessa, and people judge her, and they act like her OnlyFans, like she was like she was like getting it in on. Oh, and she wasn't. She was like taking some beautiful, risque photos, but it wasn't what the media made it. Like they acted like she was clapping them cheeks, and she wasn't. But it was a shock because she's beautiful, and I've always had a crush on her. So I'm like, I subscribed for her in a moment, and then she started getting a little pricey with her monthly subscriptions. Because I like to go on the monthly subscription when it's like $5. When they be having that 65% off, then that's when you get there, and then you get all the content, then you unsubscribe. But when they try to go up $40, $50, I unsubscribe. I wait till they do like a Black Friday special or Super Monday, or it's the Thanksgiving special. It's $4 for 30 days. Then I go and I subscribe. But I'm not going to subscribe to see you for those $65. Like that's the highest that someone was charging on there. And I said, you crazy. She had about like 10,000 people on OnlyFans. So people do it. Like people is on those type of stuff. I don't want to see Chloe and Halle on there, but DDG, you know what I'm saying? He was about that life. He invests in his girl, and the girl making money. And I think DDG actually said about Chloe, Halle said, Halle's not going to leave me because I got some good, you know what. So she love him, you know what I'm saying? And I love her. I love the couple. They're young, and I think that we should give them grace. Only thing I was upset about, Halle, is that she didn't get married. I was upset about that. But then I woke up to it because I'm like, you can get married and it don't work. Like, why force to get married? If you don't want to get married, don't get married. And that's like something. I was like, wait, yeah, she ain't married. But then I was like, how many people ran to get married because they have to fit a certain narrative or a certain look, and it didn't work? So I'm like, let me not do that. So I'm glad that she's not married, because if she's not ready, guess what? She's not ready. Period. So I don't want her to rush and be like, oh my gosh, hurry up and get married because Wiley wanted. No, we seen plenty of people do it. And that what happened with Brandy. She had to lie and say she was married because she never wanted to get married. So she just lied. She didn't even have to lie. It was just people around her. And many people have ran to get pregnant and got a baby, but I feel like that's the safest way than to marry, because the legal challenging to get unmarried is crazy. So if it don't work, only thing you have to really do is who's going to get full custody, share custody. That's much an easier battle than you got a bag, you got to pay spousal support, etc. So I'm glad, man. I posted on the website. Make sure y'all go and do it. But we're in a different generation, because pardon me, you brought up a good point and said Halle lied about her entire pregnancy. Yes. And because this society, we don't care about lying anymore in this society. Back in the day, if this was Brandy time, Halle would have been canceled. But because we okay with that, you can lie, you can still be famous. So it's whatever. But I I think DDG is a great provider. I think he's a great husband, and I think he's an alpha. I really believe that. I believe that he's an amazing YouTuber, an amazing artist. I feel like he's an underrated artist, honestly. But now that he got a baby, use that baby. Get a reality show. Go be on a reality show. Go be on Zeus. Like, do you. Get a reality show. Like, come on. What do you think? Get a reality show. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm live. No, I'm wish you a happy birthday, but I'm live now. You call me out late. It's almost 10 o'clock. And happy birthday to you. Oh, okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. So I love it. That would be nice. The DDG in Halle BB. Halle and BB DDG. I would love that. I would love to see that on Zeus. I would subscribe if that was on Zeus. I would subscribe. If this was on Zeus, I would literally subscribe just for that reality show and then unsubscribe. All right. So I'm gonna tell you that right then and there. And I'm just keeping it real. I know y'all don't like it, but I'm keeping it real. No, I said DD. Did I say BB? No, I said DD. DD. All right. Um, all right. That was good. Give me a second here. Okay. That was Chloe and Halle. And shout out to Chloe and Halle because y'all did drag me, Chloe and Halle fans. Because I did a video. I think that was like the first video that we did that went viral on the shorts. And I think that video got like 40, 50,000 views, 60,000 views that we did. And y'all dragged y'all. You put two black women against each other, Wiley. You evil. Why every time a black man got a pin women against each other? And that was like, I had to be like, whenever she released her song, Angel or something, like she released a record. This is when Halle released her record. And I did a song. I mean, I did a review and I went in on them, on the situation. And I got dragged. But now she was pregnant then, hiding the pregnancy. And but I guess they recant that because I was wondering like why people going back to that video commenting, but I forgot she's in the algorithm. She's being talked about. So those old videos are like gaining more traction right now. All right. You said I don't like when people use their kids for content, but yeah, this the generation, child. They're gonna use their kids for some content. It is what it is. How many times Krishan and Blueface have used that baby? That baby was stinking with weed and stinky saliva around that stinky hospital bracelet. Like they've been doing that forever. It is what it is. Okay. They said Auntie me not letting them get on. She better not. Hey, might as well. Chloe might as well be on there because she ain't selling. Shoot. She can dance. She need to get her man. She gonna get a thug too. Just watch a thug rapper. I'm surprised she ain't because it was rumored that she was with Quavo. All right, moving right along. It was rumored that she was with Quavo. That's what the rumor was when she was doing that gospel movie on Peacock. Joyful Noise. What was the name of that Peacock movie? It was a gospel movie. And they said she was dating. So that's how that was, child. All right. So we got to talk about this story that has been eating up my website right now. And people have been, sharing this article that we put out. And shout out to some YouTubers that have been, covering this on their channel. But we got to get into this. This article, and I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. Actually, do I have a picture of them? Okay, I'll bring it up on the screen here. Okay, so we did this, and it was called this article titled "Exclusive Warner Brothers Blame Oprah Winfrey and Taraji P. Henson for a Color Purple movie flop, for a Color Purple movie major flop." So we got word that it was a conference call today, and Oprah was on the call, and Warner Brothers executive was on the call. So they on this call, and Warner Brothers went in. Warner Brothers executive told Oprah, the movie is a flop. I blame you. One of the executives told Oprah, we blame you for not checking Taraji and not putting her in her place. Oprah got in her feelings talking about it ain't my responsibility to check the cast. My job is the producer. And Warner Brothers said, we put the investment. You were supposed to do a revenue split, and we in the hole. Because Oprah is trying to find a home for Harpo Films. She had a deal with HBO, and the movie that she did about Henrietta Lacks, it flopped because Oprah is trying to produce blockbuster films promoting Black excellence. So it was another movie. If this movie would have succeeded, she wanted to do a movie of our girl, y'all know, Maya Angelou. So she wanted to do a movie about Maya Angelou, one of her famous poems. But since the movie flopped, Warner Brothers said, no, they're not investing no more money. One of the executives said, we are in the business of making a profit. We're not in the business of losing money. And I'm okay with that. I feel like Oprah, she had a great idea, but this was literally it was a mess because Taraji came out, she criticized the treatment. She said, I always want to do Color Purple. They lowballed me. Then you had the other chick said it was bad. Then Oprah said on there, I heard about it and I fixed it when I heard about it. So it was just bad. Oprah got the smoke, and that is what discouraged people. And another reason what discouraged people of the movie, and people are not going to talk about it, they went into the musical. I feel like if this was just a drama without the music, people would have seen it. It wasn't about Taraji. It wasn't about Taraji, upset at Oprah for not getting paid fairly or whatever. It was about the music. People wasn't into the musical. It shocked the audience because when they saw Color Purple, they thought that it was going to be an upgrade or remix of the original movie, but just expand on the plot. When they start seeing Tamla Man, Big Self doing that dancing, flapping them big arms, when they start seeing Fantasia singing about 4-5 movies, when they start seeing Mr., when they start seeing all this singing, it threw the people off. My friend, he went to sleep. He was knocked out. I'm looking at people say, I ain't know it wasn't no singing. Why they doing all that singing? Just get to the acting. I saw the response. So once people start telling folks, don't go see this movie, we don't want to see no musical, baby. When I seen Tamla Man out there shaking on that grass, I mean, she was rocking. Had that hat. I like the singing because I like musicals. But I felt like this crowd did not like that type of music. But it's weird, though, because they watched Tyler Perry, but Tyler Perry, he did them plays. Like, you have to go to theaters. You knew you going to get some singing. But they just wasn't here for the singing. And then when they see Sierra, she started getting up there singing. It threw it up. But it was some good singing. I don't think they were ready. Now, it's going to do good numbers on streaming. It's going to do good numbers on streaming. This movie should have just went on Netflix instead of going in the movie theaters. What Oprah's strategy was, she went big, right? She wanted to win awards. They rushed it in December. She wanted to win some awards. And But the people went into it, man. It just flopped. It got only $60 million. They spent $100 million plus. $100 million. They had to invest in this movie to marketing. They only made $60 million. And Oprah, she just when I tell you that they say Oprah is just hurt, she says she's embarrassed, and she said she will never, ever work with Taraji again. Warner Brothers and their investors is in $40 million in the hole with this movie. They have lost $40 million. Okay. And my thing is the money they go for the food, they go for the staff. And I understand the frustration of Taraji. I understand because you ain't get paid fairly. But Oprah felt like, girl, you should have did. But no, Taraji, this is the time too, saying while the world is watching, said because she got the sympathy of the public. Now, Oprah looking like the evil one. Oprah is just over it. When I heard from the streets, they said Oprah just crying. She over it. She said her own community have turned their back on her. She felt that. She said, I feel like my community just giving me their butt to kiss. And this was my response. If these rumors are true, it's because Oprah did a lot of damage to the community. She didn't know that Monique was beloved. And then Oprah just been taking L. She lied about the weight loss shots, the injections. Then she admitted it when she got caught investing in it. She made it seem like she eating healthy on the treadmill, working out on her iPad. She just got caught. Then she already got to deal with the pushback of the Michael Jackson family. She got the pushback of that. It's just been pushback all around with her. Pushback. Oh, she's just been taking hits. And now when that Taraji thing happened, that was the nail in the coffin for the Black community. Then you had Monique come out and say what she said, baby. And then the white folks over there at Warner Brothers getting in her butt. See, when them white folks talk to her, they got more money than her. They don't talk to Oprah like, oh my God, this is Oprah Winfrey. When they losing money, baby, they gonna drag you. Baby, they drug her. And they leaked it out to the press of what was said on the call. So they're trying to destroy Oprah because they felt like Oprah kept saying, don't blame me, blame Warner Brothers, because she kept naming Warner Brothers, the CEO over there, trying to tell, like, don't black folks, don't come for me. That's Warner Brothers. And they're trying to blackball Oprah. So the film studio, baby, they trying to blackball Oprah. Don't you say it's our fault, it's your fault. So it's just, because I never seen it. I'm like, why in the world I'm getting in my email about a conference call with Oprah? Who said it be this? And then when I was getting into the tea and the word we put on the website, I was shocked. And then I was calling around with people in Hollywood, and they were pretty much telling me, yeah, it exists. They got an Oprah, and she left that crying. She said, I will never work with Taraji again. And now Oprah they're trying to blackball Taraji. Taraji is already about to be blackballed. She about to deal with some pushback because she exposed the industry, and this is different than Monique because the community wasn't on Monique's side. The community was on Taraji's side. So now the industry got to make Taraji suffer because they don't need her to get any more allies to speak up. Yet we have Viola Davis. Yet we had all these people speaking up. But you don't see them really, really speaking up now. They're just crickets. Where's the Viola Davis? Where's all the other people? Where they press conferences, where they podcasts, where they interviews? Because they already know Hollywood is a very small knit community. Word on the curve is Taraji about to be blackballed. It is gonna be worse than Monique. Because one thing about Monique, she can always eat and go on the road. Taraji can't go on the road and do no performances and do no comedy. So one thing about Fantasia, if this didn't work, she can always sing and take her shoes off and go eat collard greens and Popeyes with Saucy Santana backstage. And the reason why Vivica A. Fox, because this one particular Hollywood insider that follows the Wiley Show and been following me since I was in Chicago, he said the reason why Vivica A. Fox ain't saying nothing because she already know about everybody that have been blackballed. She comfortable because she went out there and did the commercials. Because when he showed me the receipts of how much she make on them commercials with the whole thing, when you get your royalty, they paying her about $700,000, $800,000. They paying her good money, and the more they air it, the more they do more, the more money she get. So she getting almost $1 million just doing a 30-second commercial. So she ain't saying nothing because she ain't about to get blackballed and lose the commercial, lose that money. So she ain't studying what they talking about. She wasn't gonna do that. She ain't gonna come out against that because she said, and it's because we can look at the people that spoke up before. We don't have nothing else. Monique did. Monique was able to tour around the country and people buy tickets. We don't have that. If we get blackballed in Hollywood, we done. We through. So everybody say go speak up, but if she crumble, are we gonna be there, donate to her Cash App and GoFundMe? No. Absolutely not. Then you had DJ Vlad talking about Taraji B. So I don't understand. She worth $1 million. She got a multi-million-dollar house. So even he was up there throwing his little digs. And you know he a culture vulture. But I feel like Taraji, this is her moment to start investing in her and start writing a book, doing her own podcast, really, really, really doing her own plays and movies. She's going to have to bet on her. You've been in the game too long, mama. You got to start hitting this role, sell some books. So when you get the books advanced, you need to invest in your own independent movies. You need to bet on you. So I believe she is because I don't think Taraji is stupid. I believe she did it for a moment. So, but again, you're going to see the blackball. Just give it a couple of weeks. You're going to see her being blackballed. And it's going to happen. And it's sad because I could just look at the history of what happened to Monique. Baby, she crumbled in Hollywood. She crumbled. And she won an Oscar. And she crumbled. But she fought. But the reason why she was able to fight and fund her fight is because she was able to go on the road. Before she had her Netflix special, it was me and Dover Queen who was in the audience, and it was packed. No empty, sold out. She had 2 sold out shows. It was 4 sold out shows, right? And it was 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, 2 shows on Sunday, and all of it was sold out. So that's one reason why Monique was still able to talk how she talked, is because she was doing comedy. She was able to travel the country. So what is Taraji other talent? I believe she should write. I believe she need her podcast. And baby, you need to come on over to YouTube. And you can do more and produce your own show. Because YouTube is an engine. Streaming is the future. And then stream your own project. So if Hollywood not give it to you, you got to bet on you. Okay? They said she have a whole hair and skin line. She'll be all right. She gets no sympathy from me. She have and did for the ones to come. So I give it to her. She spoke up and I support it. I ain't telling her to regret speaking up because You can use this moment. If you got your hairline, promote that makeup line, come to YouTubers, pay them to promote your stuff. It's many ways to make your money. That's one thing I like about Candy, that I love about her. Yet she got millions, but that lady said, just in case this don't work on a Real Housewives, I still got me a thriving YouTube channel that's heavily produced, great producers. I'm making great coin. So just in case if this don't work out, baby, I still got my Candy Coated Live. Okay, it's time to speak on it. I think I'm gonna speak on it. Speak on it. You know, she did Speak on It, Candy Coated Live, whatever she did, she always had something else on the side. And that's why I credit Candy. And a lot of these people in Hollywood, you got to have another stream of income, another stream. And YouTube is a great stream because you have a head start because you're Taraji. You have a head start because you're Taraji. So let's move on from that. But yeah, we did post that on the website. And somebody, I was reading your comments. They was like, "I'm so glad, Wiley, you doing the website, you doing it over here. Then you have haters. This is your first real story," which is a lie. Like, child, y'all just held me to a standard up here. Y'all don't be telling TMZ nothing, child. But make sure y'all go check it out, baby. All of it is on there. But yeah, we had to post that on there, man. Oh my gosh. What else are we talking about? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. We getting there, child. Now, this other story here. Okay. Baby. So we had to reach out to some people with this particular story. So let's go back to our website, wileytoshow.com. So we go here and y'all see this on the site here. So everybody was talking about Stunner Girl claims that Baddie Star Scotty and Zeus CEO, was getting it in, and she said that Scotty got the bumps on a STI by the CEO, and it's all lies. Pretty much, it is all lies. And what gets me with people is she did all that capping that this is going on, that is going on. But guess what? There were no evidence, receipts, nothing. Like, I'm talking about receipts from the clinic, real receipts from the clinic, a live stream, you getting tested and you're getting the results. And we need to see the CEO of Zeus results. I don't see that. Only thing I see, text messages. Text messages can be doctored. You know why? I remember it was a story just a couple of days ago, and we brought our friend of the show, the North Carolina Beat. It was a woman that showed text messages that a man gave her the H, gave her the H. And she said that she had full-blown A. And came out that it wasn't true. It was all cap. It was all lies. Now Stunner coming out said this receipt, and then like we put an article. I got a recording. It's a recording. And then when people was questioning, it's like, okay, what a record? Well, I don't got it. Then it don't exist. We just gonna take your word. We just gonna take your word that you got a receipt. Oh, we just gonna take your word. A person that wanna beg and be back on Zeus, but trying to slander the bag, the man that is feeding you, women that will never get an opportunity on nobody else's network, but yet you want to get mad at the CEO of Zeus. Stop playing. Straight cap. So when I reached out to the people, I said, is this true? No, it ain't true. They came to me direct, no. And then I'm like, where's the smoking light? Where is it? It don't exist. This lady only showed a text thread. Do you know how easy you can make a text thread? Baby, I can show you some on the North Carolina beat. He showed proof on how he posted on his Instagram on how you can make a fake text thread. And he did it live on the air, made a fake text thread. So this was sent to me from the CEO of Zeus. And a statement that he wrote, and I made sure to get it because, you know, his team, they always send stuff because, you know, they feel like the blogs. And the blogs is what keeps Zeus relevant. So he said, let me take the banner down. Give me a second, you guys. Let me, so y'all can see that. He said, people out here have nothing better to do other than make up wild stories and lies, probably because Zeus isn't signing their checks or funding their lives anymore. That's towards stunning. Folks need to find some business, preferably outside of Zeus, or if they want to be on baddies, just say that. If not, they should go focus on getting those monthly listeners up on Spotify. It's not looking kind of like compared to them so-called what was that? Partners. They think they're out here clearing something, but they need to focus on clearing those records that's not coming out. Certain cast members have been off the show for damn near a year, but because they don't have any other business or lives, watch it be out me/Zeus for the next 30 days. LOL. And that's what it's about. It's just that simple. You're not on Zeus anymore. You're mad. You're creating a slanderous lie. You want to go viral. You want the CEO to sue you. You want clout. We get it, girl. But you thought the grass was green on the side and nobody else want to deal with you. Plenty of people went on Zeus, didn't want to cooperate, difficult to work with, go outside of Zeus, and they crumbling. They're crumbling. They're crumbling. Crumbling. Because they mad because they not no longer getting the check. And they creating these salacious lies. And we called out the lies. Did she try to? Yeah, she blocked us. I'm like, let her block. It's the truth. Because if you block it because you mad, I ain't feeding into that narrative. You a whole lot and a flop. Talk about I don't need Zeus for nothing. Yes, you do. If you did, you would have shut up because this ain't your story to tell. You talking for somebody else, alleged story. Girl, if you don't sit your spoil you Hennessy wig wearing self down somewhere, how you gonna get mad? Because you ain't on Zeus, but you want to create a scandalous, slanderous lie on the CEO of Zeus. Crazy! Just say you want to be back up on that, girl. You say you want to be back up on there, but you're lying behind. So we saw that story, and people was like sending it to me like crazy. And I'm thinking they had like evidence. No evidence. I'm talking about results of the CEO of Zeus results and the person alleged with results, and then we can have some type of conversation. But nothing. Y'all just sat here and y'all created these lies because you mad because you was fired. You mad because you're labeled as difficult to work with. And here you go, posting salacious lies. And you you're trying to paint the narrative because you know you got a lot of weak women that's going to believe that lie. And I'm so glad that the CEO of Zeus posted a statement. And that's the end of that. He didn't play no games. Post the statement. All right, y'all. They say it's going to be a surviving Zeus in 10 years. Why would it be a surviving Zeus for what? Come on. He created some people make money on Zeus, and some people don't make as much, I would say. All right, because I criticize Zeus all the time. But this is salacious. This is a straight cat. She needs to stop. She's a whole flop. Get it together. Get it together, heifer. Get it together. Get it together. All right, so we're gonna go to this this story, you guys, about, and I'm gonna put them on the green screen. We got to do it. 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 So we're going to bring Young Miami up on the screen. We got DJ Akademiks on the screen. We got Armon Wiggins on the screen. So these three on the screen. So yesterday, Armon Wiggins, he started to go off on Young Miami. We covered it on wileythetroll.com. We did an iconic, almost 6-hour live, breaking it down. We did the best coverage, the highest views ever, the best commentary on this subject ever. I may say so myself. And so then we see, you know what I'm saying? We see DJ Akademiks. He step in, he start criticizing Young Miami, calling her bees and etc. And he start, saying some salacious things about her. And you can get all those receipts. I'm going to post the article in the chat. You can get literally all those receipts on the thing, because it's like 30. It's a lot. It's like a lot of tweets and stuff. So I have the full story on there. But I was shocked to see DJ Akademiks act like, confirming Armon and trying to spread his narrative, when DJ Akademiks, literally sent out a copyright strike on Armon's Instagram. So I didn't understand that, but he wanted to be a part of it. And then I heard word that Armon was kind of upset because all the headlines were DJ Akademiks, nobody had a headline about Armon Wiggins. Nobody. All the headlines said DJ Akademiks. And Armon Wiggins made a tweet. He begged DJ Akademiks to, be on his show, to be in his Twitter space. And he literally deleted the tweet because he begged him. And all the headlines. So today, Armon Wiggins, he went live with more tweets on Twitter, and he posted some things on there that I do want to dissect and get into, because I find it very interesting, right? And I want to make sure I get into it. So really right here in the tweets here, it said, let me scroll down, because he was really tweeting up a storm in here, and I want to make sure I get right to the tweets here. He said, "I never have to lie about where I'm at. Do you see Young Miami? Do you see Yo Gotti? Oh, okay, she was gone." And I didn't see no evidence of Carisha getting put out, because Armon said, "You got put out of the section," and all that. I didn't see any of that. So I'm live today watching TGIF. So I'm going to put a pause into that. I'm watching TGIF and with Al and them. And then somebody else popped up, in my timeline, because they was live. And I said, hold up. What's going on here? I got to talk about it, because these people is on the docket. And I got to bring this lady up on the screen here. Lovely T. Lovely T went live. And my producers, they said, Lovely T live, she talking about Armon Wiggins in the DJ Akademiks situation. And she go live and she's saying that I'm vouching for Armon Wiggins. I was on the phone. I knew all this stuff. He telling the truth. He ain't got nothing to lie. So I go over there and I'm listening to her. And I had a question for her, even though I couldn't get in her chat because she got me blocked. I could even send her a $5 super chat. I'm like, were you there? No, I wasn't there. I just took his word. Because she's saying that Armon Wiggins' boyfriend, he works and that was his company Skybox. So that means that's not Armon Wiggins Skybox. That's his boyfriend company Skybox. Because last time I checked, Lovely T, while you trying to school my homegirl, Carisha, Armon and his boyfriend ain't married, and neither one of them is the owner of the company. And you weren't even there at all. You was a spectator like everybody else. So you want us to take Armon Wiggins' narrative because you can't stand Diddy because Diddy did not want you always in the hospital every other week at the freak off. So you jealous and think that you a woman of standard because you can't keep no man and you mad because Carisha got plenty men. So now you want to get up on the internet and say, well, I was just telling the truth. He was just telling. No, have several seats. You don't have no evidence, no receipt that Carisha is getting put out. Where's that receipt? When I'm reading the comments, when Armon released a tweet, everybody in the tweet said, if you're not showing us her getting kicked out like you claim, keep it on the playground, Miss Mamas. That's all I'm saying. That's just that simple. We don't see evidence of her getting put out. Lovely T, you could have kept that wig and that Walmart shirt on the playground. Because what you said didn't make no damn sense. You trying to promote Armon Wiggins' narrative with no receipts, no tea. Baby, that was spoiled milk that you tried to produce to us. And I won with it. And then you getting mad at Carisha. Carisha is a successful black woman. She don't have to beg for super chats. She get multi-million-dollar deals. She don't think that she's better than YouTubers. And then you're putting out a narrative that Armon Wiggins said that the city girls didn't want to sit with YouTubers because they think they're better. Do you know why they don't want to sit with YouTube? Is it true? Who want to sit by a man that called women bees and criticize artists all day, every day? And then try to run with a narrative that I'm better than the city girl. They would say, no, don't nobody want to sit with no messy man that call women bees, talk about they yoni smell. They don't want to sit with that. What celebrity want to sit comfortable with a gay man? All he does on his platform, get drunk and spill lies. Who want to sit there? That's just like I'm in the skybox with T.S. Madison. She ain't gonna want to sit in no skybox with me. I talk about her mama bumping into chairs, burning up the chicken, burning up the macaroni and cheese. That ain't her trying to think that she's a diva. She just don't F with me for the things that I say on my platform, and I understand that. So don't try to create this narrative that they didn't want to sit in that skybox because they celebrities and he a YouTuber. No, this type of YouTuber that you see behind your back, whispering in your ear, is a whole demonic force, and all he does is criticize black women. He used to criticize you. 8 months ago, he said, you make too much money to be freezing on the internet. He criticized you. Why does she always end up in the hospital? She always picking up Tasha K bad. She weak. He dogged you. He dogged Candace, saying that she was more professional being a cartoon. She should never came out with that messed up mouth. But yet, we gonna take your side about what Armon said to you because you weren't even there? Where's Cardi B to confirm this story that she was invited to be in the skybox? Because we and my team reached out to Cardi B, we didn't get no comment back. And then that ain't his skybox. Neither is his boyfriend, Scott. He don't own the company. Y'all acting like his boyfriend is a owner of a company that can have skybox. If that's the case, then why the world they got to keep moving out of every place and their neighbor mysteriously got deleted and they have to leave in the middle of the night? But yet he's so powerful, get people in skyboxes. Stop lying to me, Lovely T. Now, one thing I can believe that you're telling the truth, that, oh, the boyfriend, he's sweet, he's down to earth. Yes, he's a bottom. He weak. He can't have no public social media page. He can't be out on social media. He got to be known as Pops, not his real name, like he's somebody's dog or a sad little puppy. He can't have a public platform. Nothing. That get somewhere and sit down. Only time we see that assistant size, boyfriend side was when he had to throw them little arms against Armon Wiggins' stalker. But now he's so wealthy in studios and record executive, but he can't get a top-notch star to sit on Armon Wiggins' platform. Baby, bye. You can tell that lie to your husband that you can't, that dumped you, your ex-husband. Tell that lie to him. Tell that lie to that beautician that do booger sugar on the side and messed up your wig and messing up your makeup, and that's why you do it by yourself now, because you got tired of her burning off your edges. Tell it to her, because we ain't believe in that trash. So, she's upset. She's stepping out on the ledge. Last time I checked, you can't trust anything that Tasha can't make them cry on the phone quick. I ain't taking none of that lovely tea say out of her mouth. She can't be trusted. She can't even keep no man happy. She don't have a man. Only thing she have is sipping on that teacup. Once she done with that, she in that place alone, chasing her ex-husband that don't want her. That's why she keep ending up out of the hospital, because she suffered from depression, because she chasing out that man that don't want her at all. So then we get to Armon Wiggins. He's on a tweeting spree. So we're going to bring up these tweets of him tweeting up a storm. This is what he said, quote, "I never understood when people say Armon want to be famous. Armon want to be a celebrity. Out of the 7 and 8 years been on the internet, you can't find one video of me saying that. Where do y'all get that from? I never tell you, I'll tell you, you see me as a celebrity. I have star quality. It premates through your devices." A lot of you will, though. B words wish, but it will never come true. So you hate me for it. So he said all of that. So he's watching the video. He's responding to Couture Bay and myself. I told you he watched. Pathetic. Then he said, "You know what I realized? I am really that N-word, like for real. A whole fan base that supposedly hates me, but can't help but comment on every tweet post. Two, YouTubers can't go one day without trying to get me to engage, or can't not mention me. But I'm so trash and a flop. If I'm a nobody, why are you talking about me? Y'all are a nobody to me, hence why I don't mention you. Female rappers taking anger out on me. A 50-year-old gay blogger scared. I'm gonna get a little clout and fame trying to hack my Instagram, and so I can't book gigs. 5, all of this and ain't even on. And I ain't even online for real. LOL. Y'all going and when I hit that live, but just wait. I want to show y'all evidence here. And this man is really just delusional. And it baffles me that he is that way. Okay. Because this new Armon Wiggins that you all see, he acts like he's so grand. Child, give me a second. I'm just minding my own business here, because these people always have stuff to say.
For me.
Right.
I love y'all visuals when it comes to y'all videos. Nobody's topping y'all. I don't care what nobody says.
Next week on the radio show. And I'm going to continue the conversation on my Facebook Live with the one and only Ahmad Wiggins. So we will continue the conversation about the Queen's Court. We will talk about his career. in the YouTube, Facebook community, in the beefs, in the blockings, and all the shit that went on out of both of our relationships, and when is he going to return 4 times? So, pause. I want to thank you, my producer, for digging this out of the crate. This is us. Now, we talk about the Queen's Court and all that, so you know how long this has been. All this, oh, I don't know who he is. Paul, press play. Thank you again, GQ Underrated, and thank you so much for being a great co-host.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, good night. Okay. Well, about Wiggins, thank you. I'm done with that. And I've been using Blog Talk Radio before here. I taught him how to use Blog Talk Radio. I did a radio show. I just want you all to understand. I did a radio show, right? So when this man sit here, I can talk about you all day. Put an address on it. Quick. Stop going with all that Hollywood stuff. I ain't trying to hear that. T.S. Madison. I want to talk about your relationship with T.S. Madison. Let's get to the shit, bitch. Because when I knew you, I want to get to it, but I want to know, why are you so angry with T.S. Madison? Because at first you were friends with T.S. Madison. I want to know about what happened with your relationship with T.S. Madison to make you say, #throw the show away. What make you come to that conclusion with T.S. Madison? Why are you not friends with her now?
I told you, I've said it time and time again, the show is just not entertaining.
What about her personally?
I watch it because it's a hit. Mm-hmm. Her personally, I don't listen. My thing is this. My thing with T.S. Madison is, girl, I'm not a stan or a fan. So I know a lot of things behind the scenes, which I will not divulge. I know a lot of things personally through conversations and things of that. So my thing is this. People are not who they portray themselves to be on the internet in real life. So.
And that's you. This is the receipt, because I sat with this man on the phone. We did videos. He used to dog trash people. And I think he forgot. Maybe you cannot erase history. When he made that tweet, shout out to my producer. She was like, do you remember when he came? I forgot all about this video. I forgot. And she sent it to me. He literally just act like he was always he controlled. I can tell he have a narrative, right? You had to literally be his co-host. Like, how can I explain this? He's the lead, and you have to play the supporting cast. Like, I couldn't be Wiley. He would shut you off. Like, he had to lead it. And this is why we couldn't work. He had to control it, and I had to be in the background, if that makes sense. Like a supporting co-host. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's leading it. And I didn't want to sit and have that position. I didn't want it. I was a leader. So I didn't want to have to dim my light to make you feel comfortable. But let's play a little bit more of this. Armon Wiggins criticizing T.S. Madison.
Once I see who you really are, once you show me who you really are, then I make a judgment based upon that. And for that, I'm good. I'm good.
But I say this, I want to
This
ask
has
you
nothing
this,
to do
with your career,
I'm good.
do you think that right now, because a lot of people were saying to me, what happened to Armon Wiggins? And you're DJing now, so are you coming back full time on Facebook? Like, what's going on? You did a video on your YouTube, and you said, you're tired of it. You did a lot. Now, do you regret saying a lot of shit towards the community? Like transgender
Here's the
women,
thing
you were
about
attacking
the
them
community.
at one point.
I don't regret. I don't regret really anything that I said. No, I don't regret anything that I really said. But I will say I'm definitely coming back to a like page near you, so you guys can follow, tag my like page, Armon Wiggins Live. It's been blocked. I mean, my 2 profile pages have been blocked. That's pretty funny. But they've been reported and blocked for some time now. So the reason why you guys have not seen me is because people were on a reporting spree. So where they would even schedule the reports on my page. So it wasn't that I wanted to stop making videos. It was like, bitch, they were just reporting my videos on my page. And that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? So, but I will be back making videos, making content, because when I went live last night, everybody was like, Armon, we need you to bring the show back. We're missing that energy. So for the people that love it, I'm bringing it back. It's going to get down. We're going to get down to the nitty and the gritty. So
I remember we were bringing Armon back. People missed him. And we said, come on, Armon Wiggins, come on back. See, this is why I tell people I know this man very well. And he just changed, and he came a long way. He really did. He had a skillful thing. But then he just changed that. The man just changed, right? And what I don't like is when you try to change the narrative. Don't do that. And when he said, I would never mention your name, that's a lie. You erase these videos. You try to erase. And thank God I had a record of that. Because people don't know. You have to show the internet. You can't erase that. You can't. So we're going to play a little bit more of this. And this is an exclusive because I haven't seen this video in years. I don't remember it. I don't remember what we said. I forgot all about it. But when my producer, who's been my homegirl that you don't see, and she had access to my computer, my old laptop, and she found this video. I said, wow, here we go.
We come
and
back.
I'm looking, like I said, anytime somebody say, where's he at? What happened to him? I said, Ahmad Wiggins, he stopped. No one stopped you because you ain't died. You ain't been in no hospital. You stopped. And when you come back, it's going to lead this YouTube community, Facebook. Everybody going to come back. Misunderstood social worker going to come back.
Well, then also comes a point in
Christian
time
Bank's
where you have to get yourself together. It also comes a point in time where you have to get yourself together. I was able to move. I was able to do a lot of stuff on this break. So it was good. Now, I want to know what's going on with you in Dallas. What's going on with you in Dallas? Because you keep tagging me and shit, and I don't know what's going on with you in Dallas, bitch.
Okay. Well, what's going on in Dallas? Mr. Kurt Myers, Mr. PJ MOTON, DJ Rude Boy. All of these folks are not hiring black LGBT artists. They're hiring Tank. They're hiring Trina. How many more gay pride should pass when we will have straight women, straight men as the headliners instead of the Ahmad Wiggins, instead of the misunderstood social worker, Brian the Rapper, the Freaky Boys, Fly Young Red, T.S. Madison, the list goes on and on. When are we going to allow gay entertainers to entertain us as headliners at Black Gay Pride? I am saying this humbly.
Well, listen,
Kurt
I
Myers,
can say this.
You are a leader in this community.
They gave me 2 opportunities.
They booked you,
I can't say anything bad about Kurt.
In 2017.
I'm not going to.
In 2016.
So I can't say that they don't do that.
What about 2018?
So, okay. that particular piece is I remember that moment because that's about 5-6 years because I was on my active role and I still stand on that. And I helped get Bobby Lights booked for Dallas Southern. Okay. And Court Myers, may he rest in peace. Okay, I remember this. Okay, let's play a little bit more of this. Okay. I remember this episode. I remember this episode. I don't remember in its entirety. I remember my mindset of what I was standing on business. Yeah. Okay, let's play a little bit more of this.
They don't
That's all
have
I'm
to
saying.
book me in 2018, bitch. I haven't been making videos.
It was freezing. All I'm
Here's the thing,
asking.
Bobby. Here's the thing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, my Wi-Fi. Baby, this is that. We came a mighty long way. I think I was on that Metro PCS phone. Anyway, I believe so. I believe it was Metro PCS.
You want to say
All I'm saying is
okay, it's freezing. Go ahead.
It wasn't freezing. That was my Wi-Fi. Go ahead.
If you are gay, that does not automatically mean you get booked for a gay event. You have to put out work. You have to be consistent, and you gotta be able to make these people money. If you don't
I agree. Can I say this?
Why am I going to pay you to come out?
I would say this, sir. Mr. Kid Fury sold out the Apollo in New York. Is that not being consistent? Is that not bringing in work? Is that not bringing in numbers? Why is he not booked at Dallas? Case the Killer in New York did an interview with Hot 97. He have an international fan base. Is that not being consistent? Is that not doing any work? But they would choose. What about Bobby? Trina's gay cousin got bypassed from Dallas promoters. They booked Trina over her gay cousin. Oh my God. Why we keep getting Trina? What's so special about Trina? When the last time my dear sister was on the charts? When the last time she was on the charts? And we booking her over some gay talent?
Okay.
What about
I love Trina. I love you. Oh my God. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wait a minute, Trina. I love you, Trina. I love you.
the Scorpion Show?
Well, I can say this. I'll say this. Case the Killer, I've met Case the Killer. Now, to me, Case the Killer seems like, because when I met him, he was performing at an all-white event. So some of these black guys don't have a connection with the black LGBTQ community. Kid Fury, I'm not sure if he's connected with us like that. Now, Bobby Lights versus Trina, I definitely would have booked Bobby Lights over Trina. But you don't know if Bobby Lights was problematic or not.
He wasn't.
But I get what you're saying about Bobby Lights over Trina. I wouldn't have booked. Trina don't need to be booked at no more fucking prides. Honestly, Trina really don't. Like, Trina, I don't care how good of a guest she is, how sweet she is. Trina don't need to be booked. Like, let Trina be done. I definitely would have booked Bobby Lights over Trina. That would have actually brought more of a draw to me. But I think some of these promoters sometimes, they don't realize the power of social media. Because even when you start getting into the Trinas and the Monicas and the Brandys, that doesn't really create a draw. You have to bring more of the people that have a social media presence. Because some of these C&D listers, they will come and suck the money, the budget, and then leave. But I can't shit on Dallas though, because bitch, they accommodated me every time that I was out there. So
That was you, Armon. I would say this, my dear brother. Just because they accommodated you should not throw away the other talented brothers and sisters I named. Kid Fury and Case the Killer don't get those invitations, and they don't want to pay them the way that they pay Trina and Tank. So of course they're not going to come to Black Gay Pride. Black promoters in Dallas, I'm talking to you, Kurt Myers from About in Prosperity. I'm talking to you, DJ Rude Boy. I'm talking to you, PJ Morton, and to the entire committee of Dallas Southern Pride. It is a disservice to hire straight individuals over gay entertainers. Why are they so special and not our own people? Please tell me why. Give me a good reason why you will pick Trina over Young and May.
You know why?
You will pick Trina over Bobby.
You know why? You know why?
Why is that, my dear brother?
Okay, I know who I was watching when I kept saying my dear brother. Okay, I was heavily into Monique. I was watching Monique, and she would say, brother. She was like, my brother, this or that. I know exactly who I was watching in that era. Because I'm like, why is that somebody? I was watching Monique, because Monique was on that activism. She was talking about the unpaired gap in Hollywood and stuff like that. I remember that moment. I remember. So we're going to play more of this. I remember that moment. And the reason why I like do videos with Armon Wiggins versus when he do videos with these other people is that they don't challenge his idea. Everybody just want to kiss his butt. And it's boring for a show. We need an opposing side. Yeah, we don't have to agree with everything, but I need to see your mindset. I need to see my mindset. And so it got to flourish. So, I do a follow that because of equality. We have upgraded a lot. Let's play some more of this video. Okay, now this is Armon Wiggins and myself. This is about probably like 6-7 years ago video, but I just want to play it so to know that I'm just not this random troll that's just talking out the side of his neck. Paul, can you press play? Thank you, Paul. Thank you, brother.
Here's my thing. I can honestly say, even if, like, let's just say they were gonna do that, right? The way that the community is set up, the way that the Black LGBTQ community is set up, they wouldn't even support the fucking event if another gay person was booked. A lot of Black gay people don't support each other. They are more willing to support somebody that is not Black and gay. So if I'm a promoter, bitch, I gotta get paid at the end of the day.
Oh, but my dear brother, do you know in Dallas, who is funding Dallas Southern Pride? Corporate dollars and the government, the Department of Health. So it's not them personally giving their personal funds. They're getting funding. So my good brothers and sisters, y'all keep saying, why are you speaking about gay? Because it's gay pride. And this is the only event for gay artists to get their music heard. Oh, my brother and sisters, we cannot allow these gay Black promoters like the Kurt Myers, like the PJ Morton, and the entire Dallas Southern Pride Committee to constantly not show support financially for LGBT talent. The Black community have this problem. Oh, my dear brother. I'm only asking this question because, like my sister Monique said, how many more years should pass until we get equality?
Let me ask you a question. I think it's really interesting, but you are the same person that, because of small disagreement last year, you went on a campaign to remove me from the biggest pride in Black pride in the country, which was Miami. So that goes to show that the Black LGBTQ community, if it's not them, they won't support it. You, amongst with other people, it was the Jacob Kohiner, it was the Cordell Lewis, whatever the fuck that dude's name is with the boyfriend. Y'all went and tried to get me tore down.
But my brother, you interviewed my mother. You interviewed my mother and you interviewed my blood sister. So it was war. Anytime you bring my family in it, you are no longer my brother. You are my enemy, brother. So again, I had to, without a doubt, do what hurt you the most, what hit you in your pockets, because you hurt me, brother. You interviewed my alcoholic mother and my alcoholic sister. And while doing that, did you ask them to get on camera, brother? Did you ask my mother to get on camera? Did you ask her, do she drink alcohol? You did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, and what she say? She lied.
So, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Oh, that just brings back so many memories. Okay. So, Armon was booked for Sizzle Miami Pride. And I was upset because he interviewed my family. So I said he needs to be removed from Sizzle Pride because he booked a homophobic person on his platform, and which is my own mother. So I remember that. I remember that moment. Of course, the campaign was unsuccessful and they booked him on there. Let that be for the record. But I do want to give you all some context of why I did what I did at that particular time. Wow, this is something that, wow. Okay, let's play more of this video. Paul, press play.
What her
Okay.
name?
Oh, wait, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if this is it.
Have a social media.
Okay, let's go back. Hold on, y'all.
And did not book LGBT artists. That's a fact.
Okay, let's go back to this part.
One thing that I do know, this is why I cannot shit on Kirk Myers, even though I understand what you're saying. But when that happened to me, Kirk called me and said, you know what?
Okay,
You amongst with other people, it was the Jacob Kohiner, it was the Cordell Lewis, whatever the fuck that dude's name is with the boyfriend. Y'all went and tried to get me tore down.
But my brother, you interviewed my mother. You interviewed my mother and you interviewed my blood sister. So it was war. Anytime you bring my family in it, you are no longer my brother. You are my enemy, brother.
That is my favorite part of this video. Oh my gosh.
I had to, without a doubt, do what hurt you the most, what hit you in your pockets, because you hurt me, brother. You interviewed my alcoholic mother and my alcoholic sister. And while doing that, did you ask them to get on camera, brother? Did you ask my mother to get on camera? Did you ask her, do she drink alcohol? You did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, and what she say? She lied.
Okay, so listen, we're not gonna go all the way.
I'm drinking that cheap. That cheap 7-Eleven drink.
But you get what I'm saying.
Sizzle,
so, but no, honestly.
And I didn't get you removed from Sizzle. Oh, my dear brother, I don't have the power. If I had the power to get you removed from Sizzle, I would have the power to get some black talent in here in Texas. I don't have that juice. So,
but I will say this.
But
this is one thing that I do know. This is why I cannot shit on Kirk Myers, even though I understand what you're saying. But when that happened to me, Kirk called me and said, you know what? First of all, I will say this about Kirk. Kirk was helping me negotiate money. Kirk helped me negotiate what I would be worth, what was reasonable, and he didn't try to shade me. Kirk also said, you know what? Since that deal did not go through, I'm still going to give you an opportunity, and I'm going to pay you. And then he called me again and told me he was going to pay me more. So for that reason, I cannot shit on Kirk Myers. I can't shit on PJ. I can't shit on the people in Dallas because those people looked out for me. And that's just real. Those people looked out for me when I looked crazy on the internet. They had my back. And I'm not I can't sit here and bash those people. I can't.
Nobody, hold on, let me correct
you, brother. I can't bash them.
Because you use the word shit on. I'm not shitting on nobody. The only time I shit is in the toilet. I am only.
Yeah, but you're attacking them as though, they don't want to hire.
I didn't tag them in anything, sir. Did I? I wrote an article. And I wrote an article and said that Kirk Myers booked Trina and Tank and did not book LGBT artists. That's a fact. Not many. I asked Mr. PJ.
Last
I said,
year,
Mr.
me,
PJ, sir,
T.S.
I need
Madison,
5 openly gay artists to get a 2-minute set. He said, logistically, we can't do that because of time. So they can't say what Maxine Waters said, reclaiming my time, because black gay promoters like the Kurt Myers, the DJ Rude Boy, and PJ Morton, and the entire staff of Dallas time for black gay promoters. Don't have time for black gay artists. Unfortunately, I will not let you allow Wiggins or you, Kurt Myers, change up my campaign. Not gonna happen.
So you feel like they need to book Fly Young Red because the boy from the Freaky Boys was there last year.
Fly Young Red? I didn't just say Fly Young Red.
You think
I
Fly
said
Young
Brian
Red
the
should have been
rapper.
booked this year?
Of course, Fly Young Red should have been booked.
Brian,
who's booking him,
Brian
sir?
hasn't been out for fucking years. When's the last thing Brian put out?
When the last album? He don't have an album out. Fly Young Red don't have no album. Only thing Fly Young Red have, he have a new single, My Dear Brother, Brother Red, got She a Thought. So my whole point is, but Fly Young Red, you wrote a post, and you said that they play my music new and old. Sir, they only brought your name back up in the woodwork because of me, my dear brother. I'm the reason why your name is ringing back in Texas. It's because of my movement. You need to join me, Brother Red. Join me. His new song is called She a Thought. TOHT. It's available right now on Apple Music and Spotify. I still promote it.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Go ahead, brother. Yes, sir.
If I'm a promoter, and I'm booking for my prize this year, no shade. I'm booking for my prize this year. I might book a T.S. Madison if she don't come with too much extra. If I don't have to pay for her manager, extra shit. I might book a T.S. Madison. I'm definitely booking Lights, and I'm probably gonna book a Print from Love and Hip Hop Miami. Those are my top choices who I'm booking. It's just
this is who I'm booking.
To me, those people will have a draw.
I'm gonna book
LGBT.
If I was
he's cool. T.S. Madison has the most popular show on the internet right now, and Prince is a cute boy that we don't know if he's gay or straight, but we like to look at him. So, and he's willing to come and do it. So I'm a book him. It is what it is. I'm not booking Fly Young Red. I'm not booking the Freaky Boy. They don't have nothing out. They not popping. They don't have nothing. They have no tour right now. I'm not booking Fly Young Red right now. I'm not booking the Freaky Boys right now. I'm not booking Bryant right now. I'm not.
I would book. Can I name my booking? If I was doing this, I would let Kid Fury come. I would bring Case the Killer. I would bring T.S. Madison, Justin J from Atlanta, The Scorpion Show, A Connection TV, your boy Nunu, Amar Wiggins. I would bring the top social media in the black gay community at Black Gay Pride, period. And who would be the headliner?
Can I be real with you for a minute? Can we just be honest?
Go ahead, brother.
Can we be honest for a minute? I'm going to be real with you, and I'm going to get real close, okay? I'm only going to come see T.S. Madison not because I'm attracted to her, but because she's a kiki, number one, right? I'm not getting Justin J because, bitch, Justin J is not cute. I wouldn't want to fuck Justin J. I'm not excited to see him. So if I'm a promoter, I want to bring somebody that's physically attractive, talented, cute. So you got T.S. Madison. People ain't trying to fuck T.S. Madison. She's a kiki. That's fine. So you bring Bobby Light. He's the gay boy. And you bring Prince because he's cute. The boys will get their shot with him. He'll entertain the fags. It'll be cool. But if you bring a bunch of drag.
Y'all better with us. Y'all better with us, child. I mean, the Wi-Fi wasn't Wi-Fi back then. It was not doing both of our
And
Wi-Fi.
ugly gay boys.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want to see that. And I'm definitely not paying to see that shit.
But brother, my dear humble brother, corporate is funding and financing majority of these prides. So when you say to go and pay, majority of these prides you don't even have to pay to get into. I give my brother credit in LA. Brandon Anthony hosted the first ever hip hop stage for LGBT talent. He had the Freaky Boys, he had Milan Christopher, he had so many other people. And then my dear brother said, brother Roger said, our Juneteenth brings in anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 people a year who in their right mind would book a flight for an all LGBT headliner show with zero paying artists. I will, brother. And so
let me ask you
30, 40,000 people.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, but see, here's the thing where it's not fair though. You're having this argument against Dallas. If you're gonna have this argument, then it needs to be with Atlanta. It needs to be with DC. It needs to be with Las Vegas. It needs to be everywhere. So to just make it seem as though Dallas isn't booking people, that's not fair because they actually are. And Dallas has given me,
but brother,
2 opportunities.
I have done
this. Honestly.
I've been doing this for 7 years. I call out Atlanta, I called out DC, and I called out Scott Rivers from High Society Entertainment in Chicago, Illinois. See, don't just look at my resume, my dear brothers and sisters. I've been saying the same shit since 2011. It is 2018, and I'm hearing the same excuses from the Mial Wiggins, from the Kurt Myers, from the Mr. Rogers, from everywhere around the world that's happened to be gay. I ask you a question, my dear brother. Who you sleep with at night? Who is your headliner in that bedroom? A gay man or a straight woman?
Listen, I don't agree with booking Trina every year, but Trina must be affordable. But at the same time,
So thank you again, GQ on the radio. Would book a flight for you saying so different.
Those do
in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you can tell that I watched The Nation of Islam, Monique. I did. Oh my God. Let me say this, and I'm gonna play the rest of this. It's about 5-6 more minutes. I can really tell who I was watching this era. At that particular time, I used to watch Minister Farrakhan a lot. Every day. Every day. He would say, brother, oh, brother. Like, I just took the brother. I could just stop saying brother. I was saying in person, sister. Because I watch so much of Minister Louis Farrakhan. And when I first moved to Dallas, I met Brother Ben X. And I never went to the Nation of Islam to, you know what I'm saying? I never went because of my lifestyle or whatever. But I will go. I'm going to Savers Day when they have Savers Day in February. This will be like my first Savers Day. But I could just remember of the teaching of the Minister Farrakhan. And so he will always use brother. That's how I was taught from the minister. So, so I brought that to YouTube. I brought that to the air. So that's what I was watching. And of course, I was watching a lot of Monique. And so I took all of that activism. It was just in my soul. And so I brought the activism, I brought it to the community. And this wasn't my first time. This was just this moment of Dallas was caught on camera. The Chicago stuff was never caught on camera. So yeah, it rubbed off on me. It was very, it rubbed. I still got a lot of the minister ways. I kind of calmed down with, because yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Back to it, Paul.
Don't just look at my resume, my dear brothers and sisters. I've been saying the same shit since 2011. It is 2018, and I'm hearing the same excuses from the Mial Wiggins, from the Kurt Myers, from the Mr. Rogers, from everywhere around the world that's happened to be gay. I ask you a question, my dear brother. Who you sleep with at night? Who is your headliner in that bedroom? A gay man or a straight woman?
Oh,
Listen,
And look, he gonna change the subject.
I don't agree with booking Trina every year, but Trina must be affordable. But at the same time, I would have gotten Bobby Lights over Trina. They did fuck up there. At least Prince, or at least the gay boy with the bald head. But Bobby Lights, because Bobby Lights is a performance piece. Trina, I would have gotten Bobby Lights at any gay event. When you got Trina's cousin, when you have Bobby Lights and you have Trina, I would get Bobby Lights over Trina.
Yes.
No shade.
I want to say something. Brother Ray
Because
Wright.
Trina's not that girl.
Brother Ray Wright said it.
Trina's not that popular. We need to retire the Trinas, the Brandys, the Monicas, and the little kids.
But you know what?
Those need to be done.
Mr. Wiggins, my dear brother, that's all I'm saying. What are you saying so different?
Those do need to be done.
But why are you not telling Kurt Myers that, sir? And Dallas Southern Pride and PJ Morton and DJ Rude Boy and so many others. They're the reason why we're having these people every year in Dallas, in Chicago, the same thing. Because one thing about promoters in the black market, they see one promoter do it, the next one do it. That's why when Trina will never stop getting that bag in the gay community, because she know once I'm on this flyer for June 10th, Chicago gonna get me, Vegas, Atlanta, all the mega prides all over gonna book her because we do it. But I will tell you this, Amaya Wiggins, most openly gay artists will come for no money at all. It is unfortunate that my dear brothers and sisters that do music have to sit and look at that stage and look at and party, and they can't get their music heard. They can't get on that stage because they are openly gay artists, and gay people like yourself, oh, they ain't gonna come out for gay folks because they're gay. I don't get that. My dear brothers and sisters, some talented artists out here that deserve their time to shine. When are they going to get their shot at the table? When?
Right.
When? Are we going to keep sitting by looking at them and looking at them by doing nothing? I'm not going to sit by and let y'all just book Trina over gay artists. Not going to happen. Mr. Kurt Myers, I'm going to write a letter to the governor of Texas. I'm going to say, Mr. Governor, I need you to investigate these so-called African-American promoters to make sure they're not discriminating against African-American talented artists. I'm going to do it because I am an advocate, my brothers and sisters, and I will not stop until we get equal treatment for every gay artist. Mr. Amar Wiggins, you might disagree with me, brother, but last time I checked, this is a Republican state. And if I have to go to Mr. Trump and say, Mr. Trump, withdraw all funding for Abounding Prosperity and Dallas Southern Pride until they learn how to book African-American openly gay artists. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm not going to stop, brothers and sisters, because it is a problem. And the problem is they would rather book straight women over their own. Your job is to promote, meaning in promote, with an ER, promote. You're supposed to be promoting. Why can't you promote your own talent? DJ Rude Boy in Dallas, Texas, why can't you play gay artists? Why can't you do that, brother? Why are you just playing mainstream? What about your stream?
Let's refresh this live. Let's refresh this live. Read.
I'm
refresh
not,
this live.
Let me hold on. I want to read this. Trina is not headlining, though. She's promoted simply as the host on the flyer. Tank is the headliner. Tickets won't sell for an all LGBT cast in Dallas, maybe New York, but not here. That's not true, brother. Let me tell you something. Let me school y'all, because I was in a meeting with.
Well, here's the thing. Now let me have this. Even though I think we should refresh this page because more people will come on and join the conversation.
I'm not going to title it because you know why I'm not going to title it? Because I don't want you to block it. Because I'm not going to tag nobody. I ain't going to say no words. All I'm doing is freedom of speech to the Facebook community.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, let me say this.
I can refresh it.
Now I do have to disagree with his statement there, because the power of social media now, we have so many hot people. First of all, let's just take Trina in for an example. I get Tank because he was a boy. You know, Dallas is a little.
Dallas, can I
Let me
say
say
it?
this.
You're afraid to say it. Can I say it? Dallas, no offense, but they're slow when it comes to news. They're slow when it comes to fashion, and they're slow when it comes to certain different things. The slaves got freed on June 19th, meaning that they got the news late. So that spirit in Dallas, Texas still exists with a lot of people here. It'd be some music that they listen to that we've been listening to in Chicago months ago. It'd be some fashion that I see that we've been having that fashion maybe 2-3 years ago. I'm only saying this, and then they get mad when they say, Wiley, won't you go back to Chicago? My brothers and my sisters, I will go back. But Jesus told me, go, seek, and change their wicked ways.
So what I think happened is, you know, I think Dallas. You're right. Dallas is a little slower in pace of that because it is the South. But I love Dallas.
I love it too.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh my dear,
I love Dallas.
I love the state of Texas.
Love.
I don't want to get. I'm not going to.
So I love Dallas. But at the end of the day, I'm saying this: Trina, we don't need her as a repeat, because Trina is only booked when it's the summertime, when there's a pride. Now, I will say there's a lot of LGBT out there that could bring the people out. Like I said, bring Bobby Lights out. You could have brought Prince out. Prince and Bobby Lights would have been cute. I would have paid to see Prince and Bobby Lights. I'm not coming to see Trina say, to put over that ass. I'm not coming to see Trina perform. But Bobby Lights and Prince, I might come out to see Bobby Lights and Prince. There's a difference. But so I think that nation, this is not even a Dallas thing. I think hashtag nationwide, we need to retire Trina's residencies at Pride. I think they've run its course. It don't have to be a gay thing or a straight thing. I just think the Trinas, the Brandys, the Monicas, the Little Kims, we're over that.
I agree, brother.
There's new girls in town.
And that is LGBT personalities, Facebook hosts. We got our own talented people. We don't need to go to them anymore. We are conditioned to believe that straight people, and I'm going to close it out and then we're going to redo it, that straight people can draw a bigger crowd than our own people. That's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lie. Okay, let's refresh it.
All right. Wow. That's multiple different things I can say about the video. But I'm not going to get into like the context is outdated or whatever, what he said, because we both said what we said in that particular video. But the beauty of it, when I saw the video and my producer, she sent it over to me. I sat down and I said, oh, this is entertaining. The reason why I felt like it was entertaining, not because it was me there. Well, of course that. But it was just, we had our own ideas. And so before I get into the Armon, I got into that piece. I want to transition into TGIF, if y'all don't mind. I'm going to go back to Armon Wiggins, but I'm still using Armon Wiggins in spirit, right? Do I have that, Paul? You got that picture of them? Because I know you, yeah, scroll up. Yeah, just use that. I wanted an updated one, but use it. So Al, Claudia, stuff. The reason why I feel like TGIF is suffering in the ratings and just suffering in spirit is because it's not a draw. It's not, nobody's willing to be controversial. Armon Wiggins, I think we both was controversial in our stance. Oh, we went there. But it was a different swag. The thing that when I was watching TGIF, I said, man, the reason why I say I feel like if I don't get that position or to fill in for a week, the one I will call on the call sheet is Armon, because I know he would bring it, because I sat with him, right? And I done multiple shows with him, and I know what he can bring to the table. And when I was watching Claudia and Al, they addressed the Wiley Show. Didn't say her name, but Claudia took a piece of that show and said, people, I'm okay of being single. I'm okay of don't have any children. I'm happy. And I said, no, you're not. This woman is watching my show, and Al is watching my show. He ain't happy. He's not happy. He want another woman so he can control and be a beard. So Armon would be so great if I don't get it, that I say, hey, give it to Armon. Because the dude that they got up there, a $2 thug, bottom, he coming, it just don't fit. Armon, when I watch him, I'm glued to the screen. When he's on his bag, this is before all the female rap, this story. I stopped watching him because all he talk about is female rappers. And baby, you only talk about two of them. And I'm tired of Nicki and Cardi. Honestly, I'm tired of them. Now, when he get in his bag and he talk about other subjects outside of Nicki and Cardi, I'm glued to the screen. But when he talk about Nicki, Cardi, Doja, baby, that make me sick to my stomach because they all trash. They're boring to me. It's the same thing. Ain't nobody a Cat Williams in female rap. Cat Williams naming names, dragging. Only Cat Williams in female rap was Lil' Kim. She went very direct. She trashed Nicki, very direct in her diss record. Didn't play no games. She woke it up. The rest of these chicks, they ain't no care. They scary. They don't put an address on it. The only one that did it was Young Miami when she went towards a gay man. She didn't do it towards Nicki like that. She didn't put it towards the music. But that's why it's boring. Nobody's standing out. Nobody's dragging it. Cuts like nobody's doing it. I think Lotto did it, but it ain't done enough. So I get bored seeing the same female rappers being talked about because it's nothing new. But if you get Armon to talk about another subject, like when he talked about Funky Dineva, it was great. I wanted to hear his opinion about Cat Williams. He just gets so stuck with female rappers. It puts him in a talented man, a lightning rod, in a box. Just with that, you're so above female rappers, like crazy. But when we were with him and we worked, we didn't talk about female rap. We talked about it maybe once every 8 months. That's why I say he would be great on the show if I don't get it. Because I know me and Claudia won't get along. She going to say something shady, and I'm going to have to rebuke her on the air. And she might leave there crying. So I know I'm not going to play that role because you're not going to say no in-the-window jokes because I'm a black gay man or a black bisexual, whatever, because you see a black gay man regardless. I'm going to hit you at your doorstep. And I already know we ain't going to last too long. Maybe the first episode, I'm going to be like the little girl that went upstairs and didn't return. I'm going to be the one that went gone in a commercial break and never come back. Because she like to be smart with the little jokes and hit up on the gay people with her little joke. I'm gonna make some jokes out of her. I'm gonna make her into a submissive woman. And then she gonna finally be able to receive an alpha man. So, because she responded to me about being single, that she happy. You ain't happy. Because if you happy, you wouldn't respond. Why are you watching me? Because you're not in a relationship. You're not happy. You got to watch Wiley and respond. Instead of being woman enough to come in the chat and have a conversation, you go to platforms that feed your ego. I'm not going to feed your ego. I'm going to challenge you as a woman. You 50 years old. You lived on this earth for 5 decades. You deserve to be challenged. I'm not going to kiss your butt. You 50. I'm going to challenge you. And you bothered by it. So when I saw the episode, it just didn't do it right. And then when I saw Funky Dineva, his thing, he didn't do it right because he kept pausing, muting the thing so he could do the booger sugar and say it's because of my air conditioner, because my ring light is really high. No, baby, you high. It's just that simple. You can't even focus on the video. You got to pause it every 3 minutes so you could do the booger sugar. And you're leaving your personality at the window. You're doing the drip drip. So I didn't really like that. And then when I was watching TGIF, Al, this man with the glasses, lied on President Trump and said that President Trump took away health care. That's a lie. Why would you lie like that? You need to apologize. With that uneven V-shaped lining. Why would you get up on Brandy Internet and say, quote, Trump took away our health care? No, he didn't. The Affordable Care Act is still law. They just had the deadline to set up for the Affordable Care a couple of days ago. Why are you lying on that platform? Because you don't like Trump. At least he ain't on the down low and being with a woman knowing he don't like women like you did, Star Jones. Sit down with that weird leaning V-shaped lining. How dare you say that? And stop saying y'all got to be educated to talk about politics. Shut up. No, you don't. Anybody named mama can talk about politics. You ain't got to have no degree to talk about politics. Baby, you can have a 3rd grade education. If you 18 years old and if you want to vote, you can vote. You don't need to be educated to talk about politics. You loose 55-year-old bottom. Anybody can talk about politics. You don't need to go no college to talk about have a political conversation. That's dumb. That's a narrative that you need to stop spreading. Anybody can talk about politics. Anybody can, whatever they want to vote, they have that right. There is more people in this country without a college degree. So if you want to vote for Trump, vote for Trump. If you want to vote for Biden, vote for Biden. Because whoever you vote for, if you black, you still got to work twice as hard to get half of what they got. I don't care who in office. Technically, ain't nobody really doing for the black people like they supposed to do. Technically, not a Republican Party and not even a Democrat. Let's keep it all the way real. We still didn't get our free treatment, equal treatment. We still get a pay gap. We still so behind white America when it comes to wealth. And we had Democrats, we had Republican presidents, and we still not in a top 10 list or thriving at a high percentage style of owning homes in this country. So let's stop there. Let's keep it real. So I just feel like him saying that is crazy, because stop making it seem like if they vote for Trump, it's all over for Black America. I don't think so. I believe Black America going to be more engaged. I believe they're going to be more aware. I believe they're going to be more cautious, just like how we always been. We had Republicans in office. We had Democrats in office. Biden wrote the 1994 crime bill. A Democrat made it law. President Bill Clinton deregulated, allowed Congress signing into law to allow radio companies, these radio huge corporations, to own so many stations. That's why it's hard for independent artists or regular art to crack it through, that because the market is controlled by one or two powerful companies. And that was a Democrat. So that wasn't a Republican that passed the crime, that signed the 1994 crime bill into law. That was a Democrat. That wasn't a Republican first lady that said super predators. That was Hillary Clinton, a Democrat. So let's not act like Democrats is just so in love with us Black people. You better wake up and smell the coffee. Look at California, Democrat. Look at all them homeless people, Democrat. Baby, California got so many homeless people, you can't even go down the street to get a burger. Homeless people everywhere, Democrat. So let's not paint this narrative that Democrats is just so better than Republicans. Because certain states, that's just not true. Certain states, it's worse. Period. So when I was watching this show, it was boring. It's like Al trying to be the guy on the show, and Dustin, he just ain't got it. Unfortunately, he ain't got it. Arizona got a tent city. Oh, we covered a case in thinking Kentucky. Baby, they taking the people, a Republican state, taking sick people from the hospital and discharging them to the street. They discharged this one person from this red state, put him in a shelter, and he passed away. And the people in the shelter was like, we're not a hospital. We got to keep calling the emergency services because they keep discharging these sick people from the hospital. And that was in Mitch McConnell's state, a red state. So red state do evil for poor folks, and some of these blue states have done evil for poor folks. So I've covered it on both sides. I think that anybody that is out here and you working and you out here and you register to vote, I think that you need to be engaged. Ask questions. It don't take you nothing to go visit your congressman or your congresswoman or your senator or your state representative or your city council or your Cook County representative or if you live in a suburb, if you live in a village, go meet your politicians. Google it. It's so simple. It ain't hard anymore. Just put it in Google. What district do I stay in? It's a website that you can put in your zip code and it would tell you your district. It would tell you the people phone number, tell you the email. It don't take you nothing to go visit. So we have to do a little bit more legwork. But on this particular show, they had a segment where they were promoting payday loans. Claudia was promoting a payday loan company that charged you 35, 40%, no, 300% of interest. Claudia was promoting that to black folks. And Al was promoting it and lying to the black people. Yeah, I will get this payday loan if I need a year. I want mine getting. I like the company, you liar. Why are you forcing payday loan companies to black folks, knowing that that is the reason why some of these black people can't get out of poverty because they got 400%. They miss payments. They deducted out their paycheck, which is keeping them in poverty. And Claudia, you're promoting it with your single happy behind with that wig. And Al promoting a payday loan company. Borrowing money with interest. So you're trying to act like you for the culture. Where was that energy at when you had that wig making fun of dark-skinned people? So I was over there watching TGIF and I said, oh, I want to go on it because I want to drag. So I bring the energy in the chat. Baby, the chat be lit. When I come up in the chat, I may be 5 minutes late because I'm coming from the gym. You know, I'm taking a shower. I'm eating me a sandwich. I got to take me a shower, oil my body up. And I went up in the chat. I'm waking it up. That's why Claudia mad. I'm waking the chat up because we wake it up in the chat. I talk about the topics. I talk about it. I have a great time in the chat. And the people love me in the chat. And they said, Dustin don't have it. He's dry. He's boring. He tried to act like he's so innocent. He going to tell the people, I don't have any videos out. Bruh, you had a whole OnlyFans. Stop lying. You capping. Bruh, just because you wear a chain, you say bruh every Thursday, you be out there throwing out them cheeks. You ain't nothing but a chain wearing, fitted cap, loose booty bottom. Stop playing with me. Just because you trying to rebrand and do a friend zone podcast. You just as nasty as they come. You don't wear no condoms. Stop playing. Get up out of there. Wiley, you would do good if you just stay balanced and loyal. I'm loyal to my fan base. What, you think I'm going to be loyal to them over there and they promoting their YouTube channel? Wake up. They know it's a secret ship. Clark will say, well, make sure you go to my YouTube channel. I'll say, make sure you go to my YouTube channel. They promote their YouTube channel because they know they already got word. When they keep promoting that YouTube channel, in my spirit, they already got it. We only got a couple of more months left of this show. That's it. So just go ahead and promote y'all YouTube channel because this is about to go. Because I'm like every other segment, yeah, on my YouTube channel, we're going to really break it down. I'm like, why they keep promoting their YouTube channel? I was like, oh, they got word that Fox Soul is about to close them doors. Because they keep promoting their YouTube channel. And I never really seen them promoting their YouTube channel every other segment. It's a whole snooze fest. Y'all trying to be YouTubers. And then when the true YouTubers come, you can't handle it. Al, you can't handle it. Sit down there with them big old lips that you use on somebody else's husband. You have no right to say nothing about nobody. You weren't educated when you cheated on your wife with another man. Where was your education at? When you destroyed that woman's heart. Everywhere she go, everybody say Star Jones was dumb for marrying a bottom. Everywhere she go, she got to be reminded, seeing you on that screen, pretending to be straight, knowing that you not. You lied to that woman. You catfished that woman. Tricked her for your own personal gain. And so I just had to see that because this was week 2, day 2 of the Monday. Now this is the Tuesday Night Wars. All right. And I understand why Star did it. Obese. Nobody would want you. It's hard to get to the Yoni Canal because you got all that extra foreskin. I get it. You just take whatever. People do things for desperate means calls for desperate measures, I guess. Moving right along. So Armon Wiggins, DJ Akademiks or whatever. So now we back to Armon Wiggins, right? He said he know y'all YouTubers, blah, 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 blah. We got into that. We showed that he know exactly who I am. We did videos together and we would play it every other day. All right. Then he said, definitely, hold on one second. Let me say, definition of a weirdo and a hater like Babe. Give it up already. I am here to stay. Now that was towards Jason Lee. That was towards Jason Lee. Okay. Like literally right then and there, that was towards Jason Lee. Because Jason Lee, they decided to talk about the situation on Hollywood Unlocked, and they did not credit Armon Wiggins. They credit DJ Akademiks. And Armon felt some type of way. So he decided to go off on Jason Lee. Say he a 50-year-old bottom, jealous, etc. Then he said this towards Jason. He said, jealousy and envy is a disease. He said that. And that was towards Jason Lee. Y'all know who Jason Lee is? He's on the campaign running to be a city councilman in District 6 in Stockton, California. The same Stockton, California that Armon went and said he was such a fan of Jason Lee. All right. So we hearing this. And the thing that gets me with Armon is that he said, I don't care about Jason. I'm done with Jason. Jason don't do it for me. His blog don't have any traction anymore. His blog got fake followers. But then that same blog that you criticize said have no traction and have nothing but bots, you're mad because the blog wouldn't say your name in the title? My brother, wait a minute. How in the world you criticizing Brother Jason? when you said his blog don't have no real true following, low engagements. So why is it your concern that Jason Lee don't promote you on Hollywood Unlocked? To me, that does not make any sense. You're watching Jason and you're mad and you upset that Jason have not promoted you on Hollywood Unlocked. He's not. Get it through your thick skull. You say you don't pay attention to YouTubers. That's a lie, because when Couture Bay brought her beautiful self and Grace herself on the platform, we was doing a segment on about the situation. You watched it. Couture Bay called it and said, quote, he's watching right now. He's going to respond. And you respond. It's okay. Girl, we see each other, as one of the girls said on the reality show. We see each other. So you saying this and criticizing myself and my colleague Couture Bay, in which both of us will be in Vegas April 26th through the 28th at the Palace Station and Casino. Make sure you book your rooms and book your flight. Bring some money so we can party. Send me an email at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com to get more information. All right? But you're upset that we are doing our job, we are YouTubers, talking about a trending topic. You could have easily said, Wiley, thank you for posting me on your blog. You're giving credit to a man that's blackballing you. Why not give a credit to a man that's promoting you for free? We did a whole article about Young Miami and Armon, a full breakdown. Paul, could you go to the screen here? I see you screen share. Go to that. A full breakdown. So I'm just not understanding, why would you promote somebody that didn't put your name in the title or whatever, and I got your name in the title, no promotion. You didn't share it at all. But yet you begging Jason Lee to give you traction because you assume that he's jealous of you. But yet I have posted you because I don't have a jealous bone in my body. You're in the title. I just don't understand that, brother. Help me to understand. Make it make some sense. Because 2 + 2 ain't equal 4 over there. I have a whole article with details of what went on, and we shared it to the world. I just don't understand it. You begging Jason Lee, and he's slamming the door. But then you don't want to promote a man that's promoting you. I even put this out in the atmosphere, creating the atmosphere for Brother Wiggins, honestly, right? Because we're true to this. We're not new to this. We've been doing this for a long time. And for me, I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. And I'm coming from a place of love. That's what I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of love. We put this article out, and shout out to the people that have shared it, and shout out to the blogs, some YouTubers that reported on this, and I thank you. Headline: Claudia Joy as eyes Armon Wiggins as fucking that need a replacement on TGIF. Go down a little bit. So You keep saying you don't F with Jason, but yet you still begging Jason. That don't make sense. Have several seats, sir. That don't make sense. So I just don't understand, why are you playing around and begging Jason when he have already said no? And you said you don't want him or need him. And you said you're putting flames to the book, and you said you put flames to the relationship. So what's the problem? That's all I'm saying. So I just feel like Armon felt some type of way that most of the leading publications did not put him in the headline. They put DJ Akademiks in the headline. And then Armon Wiggins begged this man to be on his Twitter space. And then what did he do? He deleted it from the YouTube. He deleted it because he felt like, oh man, come on my Twitter space. He didn't come, and he deleted the tweet. So that was that piece. So when it comes to like Young Miami, I feel like she's an incredible entertainer, incredible rapper. Act Bad is an incredible song. I believe that the City Girls is underrated. I believe they came out at a bad time. I believe they tried to release the stuff during the pandemic. JT was arrested, and it was just bad timing. And I feel like it's great timing now. I just feel like they just continue to make great music, and to continue to make great music, right? And put it on the album. And I don't think they need to release an album at this particular time. I think that they need to release singles, and I think they need to promote more on the radio shows, on the podcast. I believe that, you know what I'm saying, JT should not abandon Carisha Please. I think that she needs to bring it back. I think that she needs to tell Diddy, let me get full control of the platform. Let me get full control of this. Let me own it, full control it, and let me license it back to Revolt, and let me continue that legacy, because Carisha Please is an amazing show. So I'm glad that she's making a good strategic plan. Her team is allowing her to do a reality show without Diddy. I feel like she needs to continue, because despite what you say about her, she just found her magic, and her magic sitting on that stage is like when Oprah would interview people, it will create conversation. It created moments. She got a reaction out of guests typically that you don't see. And as a woman, she have been doing it, and she's I believe, amazing mother. She providing a great legacy for her children. And if the radio or if the music is not where it's supposed to be, you still can go somewhere and can dominate the world and still talk to the world, and reach millions of people. I mean, she won multiple awards for her podcast, not because she was just associated with Diddy, but because of who she was, because other episodes outside of Diddy was great episodes. Like, she had very iconic moments on her show. And I feel like we should support that. As a woman, as a Black man, I support it because she's just an awesome personality and an awesome rapper. I think she's an underrated rapper, because people think that you have to be a Nicki or a Lil Kim. No, she's Carisha. She's Young Miami. And I feel like she have her own style. And I like her style. I actually like the City Girl swag. I like JT. I like them together. They mash together. I feel like the sky's the limit for those women. They're young. And I feel like this is the moment for them to continue. I don't think they just should stop. I feel like, unfortunately, due to the fact that she was associated with Diddy, so temporarily she have to go through that storm. But I believe this storm will pass, and she will continue. For it to pass, I'm glad that she's not focusing on Diddy issues and making it a part of her, media thing. I feel like if she ever address it, I feel like she should address it in a book and make a coin and have it a teachable moment, because we have to stop thinking that Diddy is her identity. It's not. Just because a woman date a man, that's not her identity. Women have fought hard to create their own identity. And Carisha have her own style, her own identity. And so I believe it is a disservice to just put what Diddy did on Carisha. That's unfair because at the end of the day, she was not named in that 55-page complaint. She wasn't named on any paragraph, section, nothing what Carisha was named in there that she witnessed this, that she was a part of it. I feel like that she going through it. I feel like she should continue to be her. I'm going to continue to reach out to her to be a friend and to know that she going through a lot because she's not perfect. I've met so many women that date men that deleted people and they're in prison for the rest of their life. Does that make them a deleter? No. They just dated a guy that did that type of behavior. So her future is bright. I feel like she have to just ignore the Armonds and the DJ Akademiks because those brothers, that's their gift to just drag. They're not offering empowerment for their people. They're offering drag, roast, and gags, and hoping that give them a bag. At least with DJ Akademiks, he had finessed his way with the Republicans to have a podcast deal with iHeart and with Spotify. So at least he had mastered that. Those strategically have gotten those deals. Armon Wiggins have not gotten those deals. And let's see, it's going to be harder for Armon to get those type of deals because he is a black gay man. So automatically he's at a loss because they're going to label him a messy gay man. And we see many of them. Fucking Anita couldn't crack it in the mainstream. T.S. Madison never cracked it in the mainstream as a messy person. She had to change into this activist. She had to change into a white woman to get accepted by the white folks. So when it comes to Armon, I don't know because he's going to have to be the type of person to create his own entity because I don't think Hollywood is ready for a bright, gay, unapologetic man that's going to have their opinion, but they're going to call women a couple of bees, a couple of monkeys and all that. So you got to just take him for what he is. And I don't think Hollywood is ready for that because when he step in the room, people see their down low activity. They see that he shine a light on people that want men. And I don't think Armon Wiggins can hold that getting rejected. He's going to be exposing some of these guys and he won't be making it in Hollywood. So he's already knocking on doors and they're closing it. And he can't even handle that. So how can he handle getting that mistreatment? He's going to do what he did to Jason. Expose. And it may end not well for him. But with DJ Akademiks, they can take him in because he's a straight man. Big draws, but straight. So straight rappers will sit on his podcast. I don't see a straight rapper sitting on Armon Wiggins' podcast. A Drake, a McMills, a Boosie. I don't see it. But they will deal with DJ Akademiks. Joe Budden would deal with the academics. I don't think Joe Budden will sit with Armon Wiggins because they feel about the lifestyle that he's on his way to hell real fast and their idea of his lifestyle. And so that's one of the struggles that Armon Wiggins go through. And that because he plays into that stereotype. He plays into the messy gay man. He plays that card well, but then he wakes up and say, oh, I don't want to play that card, but then drink a little more liquor, take a couple of more sips, and then he go right back to dragging black women. He go right back to being the messy gay man. He plays into the narrative. So he dealing with an identity crisis. And so either A, you're just going to embrace being unapologetic gay man or just being an unapologetic flip-flopper gay man. Because you can't have it the best of both worlds. You just can't. It's impossible. See, for me, I'm okay. I'm very opinionated, and baby, I'm okay. So I know I have to work twice hard to have my own. I was speaking out against people, powerful people back then. I didn't even have a 33,000. But what I had back then, I was very insecure back then. I didn't believe that my platform, that people graduated from my platform, because I didn't get the numbers. So I quit multiple times. Armon would quit. He had his insecurities, and then I would quit. I would bring him back. So now, because I got the fan base and I learned, baby, I believe in me. I may be wrong, but I believe in something. I believe in my idea. I believe in what I taught, what I believe. I have a belief system. And I'm maturing now. Okay, how can I expand the brand? And I'm listening to people like when Auntie Hammy came to me today on Instagram. She said, Wiley, make sure you put your website in your bio. And I said, sis, I did. And if I did something wrong to myself, I double check. I said, okay, it's there. Now I'm going to reach out to her and say, sis, did I do everything right? Is it okay? Because I'm not too so up there that I can't listen to her advice. Because again, she know things and she's a really smart woman. So, hey, is it something else I need to learn? So I thank God for, you know, the Monicas from All About the Tea. Thank God for Gerald from North Carolina Beat. Just thank God for those people, because I can pick up their phone call. Hey, sis, is this all right? Or I have a question. Hey, sis, I found this out. Or hey, sis, this all right? Or hey, brother, thank you. So I thank people like, because I'm very humble. And I think that there is a separation, because you have the online personality, then you have the real life. You have Marquise, you have Calm. I've talked to so many people that, you know, met me in person, said, oh my gosh, you're so different than the internet. I said, yeah, because I'm not that loud and over the top and controversial in person. I'm not. I'm cool. I gotta warm up to you, but once I warm up to it, it's gonna be lit. So, but I thank God for those people. Even like Armon, I've learned great things from this brother, and he have helped make me a better commentator. Because he said, I don't think Wiley believed in himself, and I didn't at that time, and now I do. And I took his advice, I grew it, I expanded, I build on it, and I see my brother Armon need some advice as well. I want to see him in movies. I want to see him on a stage, because he is extremely talented. I think he's highly underrated. And when I look at other YouTubers, no offense to them, they don't have half his gift. I can't watch him, but when Armon is in his bag and when he look in that camera, he just be him. He's not worrying about paint a narrative, get a show. He just let that light shine. Just speak from the heart. He could be dead wrong, but if he speak from the heart, baby, I see it. I got you. It's so many great moments of him. I actually like the old Armon Wiggins for some of the old material and some of the new stuff too. The quality stuff, A1. But I just love that he have these topics and he just go at it. He's very opinionated. He have his own look of life, and I respect that about him. And it really shines when it's outside of female rappers. Even though most of his predictions about female rappers do come to pass, some of the stuff he be off, but most of it be spot on. And about his boyfriend, I feel like his boyfriend is a great look for him. And I understand why he keep the boyfriend private. I get it. I make jokes about it. I get it. But I want to say this publicly. But there is some forces that is trying to use Armon Wiggins' boyfriend against him. And I'm going to say this without saying everything. Somebody is trying to use his boyfriend, expose his job, and bring it on a blog. And they're trying to make Wiley do it, myself do it, and we declined to do it. The reason why we declined to do it, I don't want the narrative, because I ain't heard that I'm hiring private detectives, because first of all, I don't have the money for private eye. Why are we taking pictures of Armon Wiggins' boyfriend at this job? Who ever think to do that? So this when I seen this, I said, why are they trying to have it, send it to me to post it on my website? How do you know I got a website? So, but I'm not doing that because it will play the narrative that I'm this sick psycho taking pictures of his boyfriend. And so when Lovely T made that statement about how the boyfriend worked for the company and stuff, I don't think they need to be talking about the boyfriend. I don't think the boyfriend should be mentioned because those dark forces want to use that to destroy Armon because they know that is his weak spot. This one particular person came to me and said, we know that's his weak spot. You posted. He did this to you. This will really grow your blog. You can make X, Y, and Z on your blog if you post it. They will have to rewrite. I said, he's not no celebrity. Why would I do it to the boyfriend? He's not a celebrity. He is an unknown figure. But you know that. You just want the world to get him fired to get back at Armon Wiggins. That's your plan. And I ain't falling for those. I ain't knowing your plan. You can keep your invitation to your party because I ain't going. So why are you trying to make him part of the content? Don't make me a part of your plot. When I talk about Armon Wiggins, baby, this me and that brother, let me put Armon Wiggins on the screen here. Let me put him on the screen only because this ain't got nothing to do with Carisha or DJ Akademiks. Put him on the screen. This is this brother I go, Joe, but I never will go, let me, first of all, I can't afford, and I told the person on the phone and my producer, I said, they know it ain't gonna come from me. They know I ain't got the funding to hire a private eye. I don't have the funding. I don't have the funding to send a private. I don't have that. So, no, absolutely not. So, I just feel like it's crazy. I feel like Armon Wiggins, he's dealing with a dark force that they want to destroy this man. And they were willing to use his boyfriend against him. So when he was using the boyfriend and I heard Lovely T and it kind of shocked, I was like, oh, don't keep saying that boyfriend name. Don't do that. Because when you say, oh, he's so adorable. Oh, he's so great. He got a good job. He works for this company. It was his boyfriend company, Skybox. Because that man got a force. He want to use it to destroy Armon. They want him. This goal, they want him out of Hollywood. They want him out of there. And for what came to me, they're not going to rest until he leaves. So I just feel as though that when Armon go, I feel like he should just leave Jason Lee's situation alone. I leave it alone because you won't win that fight. You have politicians that's afraid to say something about this man. I'll leave it alone. It's a battle you just won't win. You outnumbered, you underfunded, and you won't win because this force, they don't do their dirty work on camera and all that. They do it behind the scenes. So they pretend like, oh, my hands is clean. I ain't doing nothing. It wasn't me. So I just feel like, man, when I see these posts and these Instagram and I'm getting dragged and I'm called this and this, I take that because I know I don't go as far. But these other forces, baby, they ready. They ready to go. And that's why I feel like Armon should be more focused on that instead of focus on these women in hip hop. Like, you need allies because you're getting outnumbered. And I feel like Armon Wiggins is a type of person that's very emotional and that works against him because he wears his emotion on his sleeve. He wears on his sleeve. And that's not good. And he does keep the boyfriend private for a reason. And the reason why he keeps the boyfriend private for a reason is because he don't want the boyfriend to deal with the harassment that he go through. He don't want it. So I just feel like don't bring up the boyfriend job. And when Armon Wiggins posted this about Carisha, he said it and he put the boyfriend in it. And see, this is why I don't like when you put your boyfriend business out there. And if your boyfriend got any common sense, I would tell her, baby, don't put my business out there. Leave me out of it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm innocent. I'm not no content creator. Let me scroll down because even he said the boyfriend name. He didn't say the name. He mentioned his boyfriend. Let's see. He said, I never had to lie about where I'm at. Do you see Young Miami? Do you see Yo Gotti? She was gone. And then he said, you was using my man's phone. I hope he edited this. Okay, he did edit that. He edited that. I'm glad he edited that out the post. Because he said verbatim, quote, you was using my man's phone. Stop bringing your boyfriend in it. Because when you bring your boyfriend in it, that opens the door for your haters that truly want your bags to be stopped. They will use that as ammunition to get you down. These same forces is bringing people to City Hall in Stockton, California to harass Kimberly Wormsley. These same forces paying folks to go to antagonize her at City Hall. She never had to deal with this type of treatment at City Hall. Now just random faces just going and antagonizing her. But you don't see the people that's funding that because it is behind the scenes. So I feel like, and of course I see Cola E the Great in the chat said, why we don't care. You don't understand. You don't care. But this brother does. Again, you didn't even know that me and Armon did videos on it. You late. So you just sit in that audience. He cares. All right. So I'm glad he edited that out. The tweet. And but for a fact, these people hashtag private investigators. I need somebody to hashtag that. These people getting private eye. I never thought that's like a whole nother beat. Private eye. These people ain't that big to have private investigators. Like, what we need private investigators for? What do we need a private eye for? I just don't understand that piece. But I thought just Tasha K do private eye. They're like, private investigators for what? It ain't that serious for no private investigator. Do you know you really got to have some type of I'm Couture Bay. I'm just gagging here because I'm like, see, I'm gonna mind my business, but I'm gonna share it. But I ain't gonna be leading the charge. Couture Bay said they do care. They found out he's a publicist in ours. See, it's like I would have never brought my boyfriend in the conversation though. I would. You was keeping him private for a reason, but when you bring him to the docket, them forces will do everything possible to destroy it because they know that's your weak spot. Anytime you're keeping a person privately off your social media, they know that's your weak spot. I'm not trying to make this a thing, Cola either great. I'm not. I believe Cola either great. You're just behind the T. You're behind schedule. Sorry, and you outnumbered. You outnumbered, honey. And you only come in and try to defend Armon. You really outnumbered. Because if what I said was a lie, then you shouldn't be concerned about it, Cola E. Great. All right. But let's move on to our last segment in this video. And this is going to shock us all. Well, you all that did not read the website. We got Tasha K on the screen here. Tasha K is in legal trouble. And it's very serious because this have led to a bankruptcy hearing. To now, her case have been referred to the Department of Justice for criminal prosecution. So we were in here, having, talking about Tasha K, and so many people had something to say about her. And just to give you all the story here, everybody said, but what happened to all her money? Where's some money at? And people kept saying, she have a trust. And many people said they kept saying it. So now Cardi B, she had made a video about months ago, said we know you hiding money, embezzle. So now we are finally here, and we have court documents, and we're gonna screen share this and show you all this of Tasha K, right? And so we're gonna have this and show it to you all here. So this is her husband being questioned by Cardi B lawyer. I believe this was Tasha K or her husband. But anyway, let me see if I can zoom in some more into this, you guys. And let me see if I can, so you all can see. Okay. So the gag that caught my eye is who owns Transrena Management Trust? Tasha K got a trust for her family and children under her middle name. And the answer is, I don't know. Cardi B lawyer said, you don't know? They said, I don't know. This was Tasha K. Okay, this had to be Tasha K, all right? That's getting questioned by Cardi B lawyer. So they said, does the word Transrena maybe give you a clue as to who might own it? This is the husband. Yeah, I got it. This is the husband. Transrena is my wife's name. Question. Do you recall that you testified that there were no trusts, that neither you or your wife own any trusts? Yes. So why are we seeing Transrena Management Trust? Here for Tantu Limited Partnership as the general partner, and that's her daughter. Her husband said, Mr. Kibi said, I don't know why. Question. Who were the limited partners of Transrena Management Trust? Answer, I don't know. Who? Let's scroll down. So your prior testimony that you or your wife didn't own any trust was incorrect, correct? Let me say that differently. So when you testified prior that neither you or your wife had interest in a trust, that was false testimony, wasn't it? And Mr. Weiner, that's Tasha K lawyer, objection to the form of question? No. He has no. He said no. He answered no to the question. Are you a limited partner in Transrena Management Trust? I don't know. Are you a limited partner in Tantu Limited Partnership? I don't know. That's Tasha K husband said, I don't know. Who would have documents related to Tantu Limited Partnerships? Answer, that would have to be the attorney. Natalie Green, Halsey? Natalie Green, Halsey? Yes. Question. I see down at the bottom of this, her name is Natalie Green on this document, correct? Yes. Is that the same person as Natalie Green, Halsey? Answer, I believe so. Question. Tantu Limited Partnership is still an active partnership, isn't it? This is Tasha K husband. Answer, I don't know. Do y'all see this? To break this down, Tasha K husband is being questioned by Cardi B lawyers, right? They thought we're going to put money in trust and ain't nobody going to find it. Cardi B people have found these offshore accounts in trust. The husband is trying to lie or trying to get amnesia. Say, oh, I don't know we got any. What? I don't know. Oh, but I have to be my attorney. Let me scroll down here. Okay. Give me a second. So, you guys, what is this? I say during the course of discovery in this case, Movat has uncovered. Okay, give me a second. Let me let y'all see this. Come on, one. Let me do this so y'all can see. Okay. She said During the course of discovery in the case, Movat has uncovered the existence of multiple domestic and offshore trusts that was not disclosed, including one trust to which it appears $30,000 was transferred. Specifically, the debtor failed to disclose the existence of and or testify untruthfully about the following: Shambaski Investment Trust, Cook Islands. What was that? Skansky LLC, Islands of Neves, or y'all know that. The Banco Trust, Kibi Children ILT, Georgia. This is the one that really caught. When I saw that, Transrena Management Trust, Georgia. Florida Trust, Revocable Living Trust. In addition, debtor failed to disclose her interest and disclose undisclosed partnership. Specifically, Movat has discovered in the course of discovery the existence of Tantu FLP Limited Partnership General Partner Transrena Management Trust. Wow. This is in black and white. They said Miss Hayes was in communication with the Keebies and the estate planning attorney, Natalie Green, regarding the execution of certain documents. Apparently, trust documents prior to the bankruptcy case. So prior to the bankruptcy case, they were putting money in trust. That's classic bankruptcy fraud. However, it is unknown to what extent Ms. Hayes was involved in the documentation or communication regarding the creation and or funding of the undisclosed domestic offshore trust. See email exchange between Natalie Green and Patricia Haynes attached here to as Exhibit K. It's like, why would you do this and get caught? It's like you're lying. Okay, here we go. Accordingly, because neither of the debtor nor her husband, Shakna Kibi, have testified truthfully regarding the existence of their trust, Movat is forced to seek information regarding them elsewhere, including from Ms. Hayes, who is inexplicably and obviously attempting to evade service, even though she clearly has a notice of the subpoena. So the person that set up all the trust is Hatton. And she telling Cardi B lawyers, how can I go to be questioned? I never was served. So they serving her in emails, and she had. She had. I had to get my towel. So I'm seeing this, and I'm just like, yikes. This is like over. So let me scroll down. And so they're requesting that Ms. Hayes be questioned, that they find her and they literally get the courts to come after her and sanction her because she have to be questioned, because she was the one allegedly that set up those trusts. So they want her to testify. They want her to be questioned. And Tasha K is in clear violation. So what I believe, because I'm not an attorney, I believe that Patricia Haynes and others, they're hiding because they don't want to go under oath that, we help Tasha K defraud bankruptcy court. Didn't she ask Cardi to accept the amount she could afford? No, that's what she said on the internet. But this is once they found out that, because she went to the bankruptcy court and she told them, I only got $3,000 in that account. I don't have any money. She just pretty much lied to them in bankruptcy. And so I guess she thought that Cardi B team wasn't going to find those trusts and find the people that set up the trust. She thought running to the internet, trolling Cardi, oh, I ain't got it. She really thought, oh, okay, I'm just going to troll and say I ain't got it, and she going to get away from it. And she literally came to the internet and said, girl, I know you ain't working. You know what I'm saying? We both mothers. She tried to get sympathy. She tried to get that old ugly cry. Yeah, Paul, go to the part where she get that little ugly cry and she go there crying. Who gonna be there for me as a woman if you come down? And here she is with all them fake tears. She got all the trust. She got all them trusts. She did all them fake tears, all the crying, and the woman have so many offshore accounts and so many trusts. And that's the sad part of the story, that now you're running to avoid this. And this is the text message, you guys. This is all public, right? All public. So they said, text Miss Hayes, she's not being served. She is invading service. So she was served via email. We tried personal service twice already, since I know he has actual notice. Invading service is not going to help her. If that is her excuse for not responding, they after her hard, because she's trying to play this game of I wasn't served. Then they said in this one, I tried appealing to her, but she's hanging on the not properly served per advice. For real, FR other counsel. No worries. I'm moving to compel next week and noticing okay, to which I will serve at office or register agent is fine. She's just delaying the inevitable, but that's her choice. Thank you so much for trying to reason with her, though. Like, they're trying to reason with her, and they're gonna play hardball because she up there trying to hide. Let's scroll down. Okay, then they talk about Mr. Kebe. They said Mr. Kebe advised that they will need to reschedule next week. I'm in trial preparation mode, so I'm only available. Day was Friday, March 5th, but they are traveling that afternoon. It looks like there's a better availability in the week beginning 3/8. Can I get some times from everyone that are open that week? We need about 2 to 3 hours to sign everything. Preferred time to start are usually 11 or 1. Please let me know. I will coordinate the invite and reserve the larger conference room. So they're talking, and they're going to be doing some other stuff. So the question. So this is wow. And so now it's been, according to my colleague Dennis, he is a respected journalist. He is now reporting that, and also a prosecutor he had on last night said that they have referred this case to the Department of Justice. So because this woman is literally lying in bankruptcy court, saying that she's broke, when in reality she is not broke at all. She's pretending to only have $3,000. She's trolling on the internet, and this is all the trust that I can find. I think 1, 2, let's go. I see right now, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trusts. This is like in the court documents. 5 trusts that she have set up. So let's just say if she got $30,000 each one, we don't know how much money is in these trusts. It could be 30, it could be $1 million. We don't know. We don't know. In none of the court documents, it show how much money her app gross. That is private. I don't see it in any of these documents. Probably won't see it since she now have a trust. I don't see it at all. Any of that. I don't see. Okay. So this is something, man. I even tried to find and reach out to this Miss Haynes, and she didn't respond. It's like she's just a ghost. And she thought they wasn't going to find it. And if you don't know who is Transrena, I'm going to show you who is Transrena. Latasha Transrena Kibi. This is Transrena. This is Transrena. She used her middle name for one of her trusts. I think she's trying to play this game, and she didn't know. She really thought Cardi B was going to give up of this lawsuit. She really, really thought Cardi B said, I'm done. She didn't think that Becca Lease was going to apply that pressure. Baby, Becca Lease is her legal team. They're not playing with Tasha. And I personally, and I've said it to my contributor to the website, I got on a conference call with her early this morning because we broke the story in the middle of the night. And I said, I really believe that Cardi B was going to give in, but Tasha K kept trolling her. She kept trolling. I really believe Cardi B felt sorry. She knew, like, oh my God, she's a mother. She got children. But Tasha K brought off Takeoff, and Cardi B said the gloves is off. Cardi B kept seeing her troll, trash her, and kept like she was gonna go. She was gonna let it go, but Tasha K kept nagging and picking and picking and picking. Now Tasha K have drove herself to a criminal situation, possible criminal situation. Let me say the word possible, because when we reached out to the Department of Justice today, there was no response for them. Not saying they're not going to respond, but when we emailed them, we didn't get any response. So it is a possible, right? It's referred. So, of course, it will probably take a couple of months before they even get the ball rolling. And so, of course, I went on my Instagram page and I posted. I said, well, what do the producers got to say about this woman and her possible, having this criminal can go into jail? Like, what possibly can it be? So let me go. So I posted on my Instagram, and I want to say shout out to the people on my Instagram that came through. So when we dropped this story about 20 hours ago, someone commented under there and said, Levon Fox 12 said, when is she going to prison? I said, depend on the DOJ. Somebody under that post, Tokyo Drift Shed, said, quote, I don't know, but I can't see the Department of Justice sending her to prison for this. Maybe give her a fine, which is a maximum of $250,000. They said, Wiley, who wrote this? It wasn't me. You ain't gonna know it. Baby, she's secret. I don't feel sorry for her at all. She brought this on herself. And so there were so many comments all over the internet concerning this particular case. And yes, Tasha K is going to have sympathy, because black people don't want to see a black mother go to jail, go to prison. So that's a sympathy that she's going to get. So let me scroll down. And somebody said Fugitive K coming soon. So when I posted and dropped it on YouTube, someone said, I hope they lock her up. I've been waiting for this to happen. Somebody said in that post, this is not going to happen. They said, sad, y'all want to see this lady locked up because she spoke facts. That's why Cardi mad. And her comment is sitting to the woman that told it first. They ain't gonna come for her because she have proof of facts. Y'all mad because Tasha spoke facts. She's not the only blogger person out here telling it. Why? Let me see. Okay. So personally, I feel like Tasha K is not about speaking truth or whatever. Once you got the documents to cease from the slander, she should have ceased. Once her attorney said, the judge said to the attorney, you need to go back to the first year of law school, she should have tapped in. She went to court and lied, admitted of lying, and said, quote, Cardi B can pay for the therapy. Then she violated the order of the judge, Roy, or Judge Ray, I believe. And when he said, do not move money. If you move money, you're in violation. And she did exactly that. She moved money. Her strategy was, okay, let me do the trust. And she did the trust late. Like she did the trust right before bankruptcy. So she took all her money out of the accounts, put it in all these trusts, and then filed bankruptcy and said, well, I only make $2,000. I only got $600 in my account. I'm in credit card debt. I own a car. That to me was crazy because I don't know why she thought that she can get like over Cardi legal team. Because I think she think that this is just Cardi B doing this. So I'm bringing fucking Aniva up on the screen here because fucking Aniva said on his broadcast tonight, he said that, do you know anybody that is going to surrender millions of dollars easily? And then he had to get to the facts. He said, well, it's illegal to lie in bankruptcy court and move money and lie about it. You can get a perjury charge. So, I get it. People don't want to see her go to prison. Don't nobody want to give up $4 million easily, but you're playing a very a dangerous game when you're lying in court. And we have seen people, didn't a reality star go to jail for bankruptcy fraud? So you're playing with fire. And I get why, fucking Aniva is, taking up for Tasha, because at the end of the day, she is a black woman. So she automatically going to get sympathy. She black, she bald-headed, she a country bumpkin from the South. So she gets sympathy. I get it. But all she had to do was take down the video. All she had to do was shut up and leave Cardi alone. She went on a press tour. She celebrated. Now you're dealing with this crisis. Because when I look at her numbers, it did not grow your numbers so big. And you're hiding money. Then let's just say hypothetically, we're going into a hypothetical. What is just say the DOJ filed charges against Tasha K? That means you got to hire criminal defense attorneys. So that's more money that you're probably going to have to take out of the trust to pay your legal bills. Then you have to neglect and your platform because you got to come up with a legal strategy to fight to stay out of prison. Was it worth it in the long-term case? No, it was not worth it. Because if it was worth it, you won't be going through all of this pure financial hell. It was not worth it. And she know it wasn't worth it. But she have to come and act, and she have to come and pretend like, oh, I got it together. Oh, baby, hit the wine glass. You got to pretend like you got it together. That got to be a sad way. That got to be sad. And then your business only thrive when you lying on celebrities. I was on her app. Yeah, take fucking doesn't even now. Just put her on. Thank you. I was on her app, and I went over to her app, I think like 2 days ago, or I think it was yesterday. And in her app, this is just Tasha K, right? And I'm just over there, and I went to her app. The first thing that she said in her app, that she have in her app, exclusive audio. Pastor John Gray outed again by another woman. It's like you have to put whether it's a lie or a truth because your fan base only there to drink up lies, truth, and whatever. It got to be juicy. And that got her highest engagement over there. That's our highest engagements over there. They're not over there for the positive education stuff. Then that's what you have to do. And it is sad, like you destroyed your career. Destroyed it. You destroyed it. And now you're feeling the pressure of those high-profile attorneys, and now you got to pay your attorneys. And they're coming hard. And the strategy that Cardi is, they going after the people that set up the trust. They want them to testify. They got to answer those questions. And obviously, if you did everything legal, if everything was in, if the I's were dotted and T's were crossed, that lady won't be hiding from the process service. You know why she hiding? Because she did a lot of illegal stuff. And she knows she don't want to go and testify and lie and get a perjury charge. Don't nobody want to go to prison. And it's sad on Miss Hayes because you stupid for signing something knowing that it was illegal and you fall for it. Now you impossible gonna go to prison. You making the situation work. You making yourself look even more guilty. You had in it. You pretended like you work for this insurance company. What? National Life, some insurance company in here. You pretended like, because I put it all in the article, you pretended like you work for this insurance company or this insurance company. They reached out to the insurance company, say they have no affiliation with her. They going out. They're really coming out. You're only making it worse. Because when you be questioned, did you set up the trust? Yes. How much did you put in those trusts? Did you know that she filed bankruptcy? Did you? Yeah. So the question is going to come up. That's why they want you, because they know the type of question they're going to ask you. It's just sad. And of course you can't go live and talk about it. Of course you can't go brag about it. You ain't bragging about that. Now, all this being quiet about Cardi, you should have did that day one. Now you want to be mute about her. You should have shut up about her day one. Cardi B is the only one that went after you legally and seeing it all the way. You thought that she was going to get tired, that she was going to tap out. She haven't tapped out yet. And now the people that's been advising you is getting exposed. And it's a matter of time before we have that lady picture up there. It's a matter of time before she be walking away with some handcuffs. A matter of time. She Tasha, ain't nobody going to. Now, when she finally get questioned, she going to throw you under the bus. She going to spill the beans. And other people have been spilling the beans. That's why they know these other people. Because they don't want to go to prison. Ain't nobody going to prison for you, Tasha K. You got to be stuck on stupid. If you think them people going to go to prison for you, nope. They question, they say, this is illegal. Let me go ahead on and make a deal. Hold, Tasha K. Lord, this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's the sad part. And when I talk to people about Tasha, they keep looking, oh, she the only blogger that kept it real. Baby, that ain't keeping it real. That's keeping it stupid. Baby, that ain't real. Would be when you got the cease and desist, I'm going to take it down. Because you know it was a lie. You said it. I know she didn't have it. I just did it for entertainment. I did it because I knew she was going to be able to afford some therapy. So she knew it was a lie. It wasn't like she had the evidence that Tasha K had evidence that Cardi got the bumps. She got the results. Boom. She didn't have none of that. She just blatantly lied and admitted it in court. and interest going to collect on it. Then she got to pay her legal fees. She owe Ogre money. She owe all these people money. And yet she got to come on the internet and try to criticize other artists and celebrities that don't have this debt. Why you think Nicki Minaj pulled back? She don't want to be attached to this. It was a key, but once Nicki saw how Cardi was coming, baby, she to the left, baby, she creeped on out of there. Because it's getting real. You by yourself with that sad look. And that's how somebody get some prison bars. And you're like, because if you ain't careful, this is going to be your life, Tasha, if you don't stop. You can't be going to lie under oath. Baby, that ain't no YouTube. You going to something criminal. People have went to prison for perjury. You can't do that and do it. And you sloppy with it. Your husband, y'all can't even, do y'all even do pillow talk when he eating you out about the lies? He can't even keep up the lies. That's probably why you gave your son up. You can't focus to raise no children going through that. That's a lot of stress. Ain't no way you eating your wife box. Y'all just you in one room, she in another room. That's pure hell. Y'all in too deep. And then Tasha K blocked me on Twitter on my backup page. I believe she did. Did she, Paul? She blocked me. I guess she did. But she can block me on my backup page because I don't care. Because we still can see everything that she posts. I don't care if she blocked me on the backup page. Because we still can see everything that she posts. And then all she got to do is post videos and videos and videos. And videos and videos and videos. And it's going to Cardi. Oh, man. All right. We're going to open up the phone lines. If y'all and it's stuck, baby, them prison guards said, not them prison guards. Baby, them lawyers said, we coming after you. Baby, we coming after you hard. All right. And then we're going to put the money up for y'all to donate too, because we've been putting on some good shows. We got to go travel back to Chicago. We'll be in Chicago in about a couple of more days. And because I got to get back to work, child. I got to get back to the 9 to 5. So, yeah, I got to get back to the 9 to 5. It's time. And I'm gonna miss going like all day, every day. Okay, I would rather go. Oh, you said no, you lying. You saying that behind the bushes. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Anybody? I know. Oh, let me put the number on the screen here. If anybody want to call in, this is really sad because when I wrote the article, I felt sad, but I really did. I said this is sad, but she did that because this could have been all avoided though. You could have still had your app, you could have still had your subscribers, you could have still had everything. But now you going through that, and we shall see how this future gonna hold. All right. If anybody want to give their thoughts, you can at this very moment. 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Hello, Denise. How are you? I see you in the chat. This is your first time watching the Wiley Show. Please subscribe. For the returning people, thank you. Subscribe. Like the video. And we thank you all for y'all massive support. You guys, I will me and Couture Bay will be in Vegas. I've told you all over and over and over. but we got to keep announcing it. Couture Bay and myself, I can't wait to see the Bay Squad. I can't wait to see the producers. We'll be at the Palace Station Hotel and Casino. Please come through. Any questions, you guys, you can go to email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com, or you can text me. You know, we have a show number where you can text me at 972-674-9462, or you can let me put my email address on here so you can see the email address. Okay, or you can email me at wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. And if you want to join the email list so you'll never forget it live, you go to wileyshowproduction@gmail.com. You can join today. And anytime I post on my website, post on Twitter, I'm in Station Head, you would know. And you can definitely have a good broadcast, a good time for us. And so really looking forward to it. And I can't wait to see you all there. Okay, I don't know if Couture Bay is up. Let me show Couture Bay this. Okay, I gotta, because before I release anything publicly, I gotta show her this. So give me a second, and if she give me the okay for it, I'll let her see it. All right. I don't know if she sleep. When she wake up, I'll let her know about it. Give me a second. Let me give me 1 second, you guys. That is nice. That is so nice. If he answer, it's almost 1 o'clock, but he did that. He did that. Okay, I'll wait till he answer. Okay. All right. Woo. Any questions? Do anybody got any questions for me? I would love to hear your thoughts. Any questions? All right. Because I want to end the video in 4 hours. At the 4-hour mark, any Q&A, anything I did not get to talk about, you can say, hey, Wiley, can you talk about this? Can you talk about that? So I can add it for tomorrow or, for tonight video. So I'll wait on y'all to comment below. Okay. I'll wait for y'all to comment below so I can see if y'all want me to talk about somebody. I see Denise said who. Let me see you. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Well, thank you all so very much. This has been such a beautiful broadcast. I will be covering some more topics, you guys. The website is kicking my butt because it's a lot, and I really want to put this particular person that I have. I want to put her on the payroll, but and thank you for her for believing in my vision and just doing a great work. And so I want to thank her. They said, what lies did Tasha say about Cardi? She said that Cardi B had the bumps. She said that Cardi B had the H on her lips. And that was a lie because Cardi B sent in her results. The judge subpoenaed the results. The courts subpoenaed it, and they got her results, and she did not have the bumps. Okay. Okay, she did not have the bumps. Have you ever tried stand up or considered it? Yes, I did. I did consider stand up. Stand up is an art form. I never tried stand up. Um, will I try it? Maybe. Maybe I would try it. But I think that it's a new form for me to do stand-up. Like if I do my live show, then of course it would be a piece of a stand-up situation where we do our live show, which we're planning to do this year. But I don't know. I would have to do it. Shout out to one of my subscribers that was in Atlanta. She said, "Why do you gotta do an open mic?" I never thought about being a stand-up comedian. That never was my idea, being a stand-up comedian. Never was my goal to be a stand-up comedian. I knew I was funny, so I never considered myself a stand-up comedian. I call myself a sit-down comedian. So I entertain. But if I ever were to do it, I would do it my all. I would do it my all. I would get up and I would do it. But I don't inspire to be a stand-up comedian. I love to entertain on camera. I love to I want to act. I want to do that a little piece of on stage. Yeah, so I would do it. I'm gonna do more things to grow the platform. When I showed you all that video, I can tell that I'm more in my bag. I still have a piece of that part of me when I was younger. I still tell it like it is, but it's more polished, you know, Crystal HD, and it's more polished than it was back in the day, but I love it. It's more topics. I think the show got longer because at first I tried to put myself in a 1 hour box and I would rush to get the topics, but no, I said, baby, just let me talk. Just give me a list of topics, let me go. So when we did the website, I said it helped me because it helped me to talk about more topics other than one particular person. It just so happened that one particular person that we talk about is in the news, so that's just an add-on. But we make sure to show the world, baby, when you sit through this 4-hour broadcast, baby, we touch at each subject. So we're trying to get it where I can edit segments and post each segment I talk about. Yeah. They said, "Child, Nene is hosting the Baddies reunions. How sad? How is that sad? I think that Nene hosting the Baddie reunion should be good because Nene is great. She's very entertaining, and it's a ratings boost. It's what's good for business, and Nene is good for business. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I mean, she really ain't gonna do that much talking because they're gonna be fighting most of the time. But I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I think that it is an amazing show. I think that for people that into that type of loud content, I can't. They said ghetto garbage TV. She is supposed to be upper echelon. Oh, okay. If you believe that, I don't believe that. I believe she's just plain on ghetto. Okay, but people love her, and why not? Can she sit there and she entertain the world? Go and entertain. Okay. Why be around that as elder? I mean, because of a check. It ain't like she getting a check on Bravo. So why not? It ain't like she getting a check at Bravo. She not getting no check at Bravo. So she might as well get them Zeus checks. And she gonna be able to get a nice bag because I heard Zeus pay good money for high profile people. Not for the gays. they at the bottom of the pay scale because that's what they demand for themselves. They don't require nothing else but that. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me a second. They said great. Thank you, pretty. It was a great show. I had a good time. I really did. But this have been good. I've been working really, 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 really hard. Okay, we got more information to talk about. For tonight. We are already getting the stuff for tonight's show. My God, today. Okay. So here we go. All right. Did she spend all Greg insurance money? They said, why did her nightclub close down? Well, apparently she said that club closed down because of her son. Her son wasn't in a good mental space. I believe he was on drugs or something, and she did it for him, and she didn't want to run it. You know what I'm saying? And with those type of business, you got to have somebody that really operate that day-to-day business. And she was making money. A lot of people said the parking was a mess, but they said it was a great event. It was a great vibe. Unfortunately, she had to go through what she had to go through. But they said it was a good event. I don't know if she spent all great insurance, but I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that. But we thank you all. All right. Thank you all so very much. This has been such an honor and a privilege to entertain you all. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I want to thank you for those that keep sending me topics. Thank you all so very much. There will be no after show. I got to rest up, child. We've been working nonstop. We will see y'all in the next broadcast. Members, do not forget, we're going to do a members only. I'm going to try to do one. Did we do one earlier this week? So we got to pussy y'all, Pilsen y'all in for next week or probably the weekend. So for Saturday instead of doing Sunday. So, all right, because I want to add another members only for y'all. All right, and spend a little hour with y'all. Thank you all so very much, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.